We're spending the next 7 nights on board the best and largest cruise ship in the world. In this extra long video, we're going to show you everything this all-new megaship has to offer. From lobster buffets to Broadway shows to the world's largest water park at sea, there's no shortage of things to keep you and your family entertained on board this floating city. And did I mention we're on its maiden voyage? It's time for you guys to sit back and relax and enjoy 7 nights on board Royal Caribbean's all-new Star of the Seas. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special embarkation day. We are getting ready to head on over to Port Canaveral to board the all-new, world's largest and newest cruise ship, Star of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. This is the maiden voyage of this brand new, massive mega ship. Again, the world's largest cruise ship, and we cannot wait to head on over there and check it on out for ourselves. We've missed out on Icon of the Seas last year. We've heard so many great things about that cruise ship. Some of our friends say that it's the best in the world, so we honestly cannot wait to get out there. But it doesn't look like it's going to be smooth sailing the whole time, because we have a now Category 4 hurricane brewing in the Atlantic Ocean that may put a damper on some of our plans. We'll get into more of that a little bit later, but for right now, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and grab our bags and head on down to the car and start making the drive. So this is the very first sailing of Star of the Seas with paying passengers, thus making it the maiden voyage. However, what's crazy is that this wasn't the original maiden voyage date. The original maiden voyage was set for late August, if not the very last day of August. But then they decided to add a couple of preview sailings, which we decided to book ourselves on because we were supposed to sail on Star of the Seas in October on a 7-night sailing. But these preview sailings came up and we're like, hey, we can get on even earlier, even cheaper, get some content out for you guys. So we figured, why the heck not? But then they weren't done. They figured that Star of the Seas was going to be ready even earlier than that, so they added even more preview sailings. So they were kind of flip-flopping around with what sailing was going to be the official maiden voyage until they officially settled on today, August 16th. And then on top of everything else, we have the whole Diana Ross situation with being the godmother of the cruise. That whole situation was wild. Again, we'll get into more of that a little bit later, but it's just crazy. I'm just so happy that the day is finally here and we're getting ready to hop on board. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you give yourself plenty of time to get off the ship and get to the airport before you catch a flight. It has been a rough morning for traffic on 528, which is the main road that takes you from Port Canaveral all the way back to Orlando. All of this is backed up, and we ran into traffic, as you saw, getting over here this way, but traffic is still really backed up, and I can only imagine how many folks here have flights that they're trying to catch after getting off of a cruise ship, especially these Disney Cruise Line ones. So this is our first time ever sailing out of Terminal 1, so we're figuring all of this stuff out at the same time you guys are. So we're following all the signage for the drop-off and pickups. Like, are they... Because I see them taking bags over here, but they're directing us this way, so I don't know. It says pickup, I guess, so maybe we'll drop off our bags around the corner? We'll see.
Is parking a hard left, or do we have to leave?
Yeah, at the stop sign. You're going to make a left and go right up this ramp over here.
So hard left?
Yes, hard left. Okay, so for 5 days parking at Port Canaveral for Star of the Seas, it's $90.95. So in typical theme park express fashion, we made it to the very top of the parking garage. However, this time it was not really by choice. The garage is really full, but take a look at this view of the ship, guys. Oh my gosh. the world's largest cruise ship. But we can see already, there are already so many people on the upper decks right now. Holy moly. So it is just after 12 o'clock noon right now, and our port arrival time actually wasn't until 12 o'clock, so technically we are right on time. I would have loved to have gotten here a lot earlier, but our port arrival time wouldn't have allowed that, and we were a little late checking in, so it is what it is. We have 7 nights on board this thing, so by no means am I in that big of a rush. So we just got on the elevator, and check this out. They have Crown's Edge stuff. We're booked for this. We're gonna be doing this. Oh my gosh, I am nervous because we're gonna hang out on the side of the ship and go swinging over. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, security was nice and easy. I was definitely expecting a lot more people because our friends Brian and Carrie, they're here as well, and they posted a picture on Instagram earlier, and it was just wall-to-wall people waiting to get into the terminal. So hopefully check-in is nice and easy breezy, and we'll be able to get on the ship really quick. Okay. Thank goodness check-in was really quick. We didn't have to wait at all. We went right up to a person. They scanned our passports and they said, okay, you can go on your merry way. Also, this check-in hall is huge. Holy moly. Look at all the seats in the waiting area. Wild. But now, final step. We scan our boarding passes right now and then we get on board the ship. It's finally time, guys. We're doing it. We're on the gangway about to board the world's largest cruise ship. Oh my God, I am not ready. Like last year, we sailed on Allure of the Seas, but I feel like this is just a whole nother beast.
Oh, she wasn't amplified yet.
Yeah, Allure wasn't amplified yet. So this is the latest and greatest that Royal Caribbean has to offer. Oh, I'm so pumped, my heart. I'm ready for this. Oh my gosh. This thing is huge. All right, we're about to do it. All right, and with that, we're on Star of the Seas. We're doing it. Oh my gosh. Hello. Star of the Sea. Hello. Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Wow. No way. Are you looking for the dog already? You expected Sailor to be right here to meet you? Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at the pearl. This is insane. First things first, we got to find our muster station, so let's go find that first. Look at the pearl, guys. Oh my gosh. This is wild. Absolutely wild. So our muster station is C1, and they said it was right in front of Sorrento's. So we have D1 and D2 over here. Let's see if we can find, there they are, down that way. So check this out, guys. We already have Sorrento's right here. This place is massive, good Lord. So much space here. And take a look at this, guys. Target acquired the most important thing, the ship model of Star of the Seas.
Most important purchase.
Most important purchase. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sailor is the most important thing. We need to see this dog.
Yes.
Okay.
She wasn't here to greet me, so
I know.
I'm about to get off.
Worst cruise ever. What the heck? But we want to make our way over to Windjammer, so let's go ahead and make our way down that way. It's towards the aft of the ship. Okay, so we need to get to Windjammer. That's on deck 15, so go ahead and push the button, and it'll assign us an elevator. G, that way. So no crazy long waits for elevators, hopefully. We already got washy-washy. Hey, I love it. Oh my gosh, guys, take a look at this. Star of the Seas, and look, it's got a little sailor. How cute. I assume a lot of this is made out of like chocolates and stuff. And then you have the ice sculptures over here. Let me go ahead and turn down that exposure. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We heard the steak and lobster was this way, so let's go ahead and go. Oh my gosh, guys, this buffet is loaded. We found the lobsters over here. We're gonna go ahead and get in line and then find a spot. Words cannot describe how blown away I am by this buffet over here on Star of the Seas. Oh my gosh, this is the most extravagant buffet I have ever seen in my life. So many food options, just options upon options upon options. My plate right now, I have 2 halves of a lobster tail, some potato wedges, salmon, and of course some steak. This is nuts. I am absolutely blown away at all the options. I'm gonna try and get some clips in between people. It is very, very busy. So just bear that in mind. It's very busy and very toasty up here, but if you can get past the people, the food looks so good. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So in other news, while we're enjoying our lunch, I'm scrolling through the Twitters and oh dear Lord. On the plus side though, like, it looks like it's going to make the turn a lot sooner than expected, which is nice. So it should stay out yonder that way, and we're going to be hanging out over here most of the time, but we could still easily see the effects of it, especially with how massive this thing is. Look at that. That thing is huge. Oh my goodness. Just outside of the buffet, we have a pool area over here. El Loco Fresh is right here. Coda.
I had tacos.
You could have had. What's better, tacos or lobster?
Lobster tacos.
Ooh, okay, now you're cooking. But anyways, we're outside. Say that again.
I'm not cooking, I'm on vacation.
Ah, there you go. Take a look at that. We have our view of Central Park over here. So the rooms are ready. We're gonna start making our way over there now, but we figured we would start making our way there and kind of explore the upper decks a little bit. Look at the other deck up here. So we're on deck 15 right now. That's 16. Oh my gosh, this, again, 16 decks, absolutely massive. Holy moly. Let's go ahead and start working our way around that way and head towards the front of the ship. Plenty of seating out here. And I like these little, I don't know what the heck you call these things, these little somethings. I don't know what you call them. But either way, more plush seating, looks really nice. I'm sure it's first come, first serve. Right next to El Loco Fresh, you can see that there's a hot tub right there that's right along the wall. That's really cool. Well, we were making our way to our room, but this one's looking for turtles. Per usual. I told her we had a balcony, but she insists on... It's facing, I think, the opposite direction. Let's go, the rooms are ready. What's really cool about all the buttons being on the outside is that there are no buttons to push over here on the inside. So it just shows you the next deck that you're going to. I believe our room is on that side. Ooh, you can see Central Park over here. We just came down a little bit more. I think our room is on this side. Let's go. All right, we have made it to our room, deck 12, room 578. Babe, go ahead and do the honors.
I like, look, it's like...
What?
It's split. So, like, they're not one envelope.
Oh.
That's yours. This one's mine.
Let's go inside and check it out.
Tappy, tappy.
Tappy, tappy.
Oh, yes, I get the purple one. Yes,
wait, what? What if I want a purple? We got free stuff.
Ooh.
What do we got? What is this?
Your entertainment staff.
Ooh.
Your cast.
Yes. The main reason why I wanted the main reason why I wanted to sail on Star.
This is cool. It's like a little program.
It's an entertainment program.
Ooh, there's Price is Right.
Price is Right. We got to check that out. All right, let's go ahead and get this tour started. Room 12578 on Star of the Seas. This is a regular veranda room. As you can see, it's not the biggest thing in the world. We've definitely had larger on other cruise lines, but I am not complaining by any means. Let's go ahead and get this started. We have a nice big bed over here that is put into a king size. We have a couple of hats over here and our entertainment program, which is awesome. Right over here along the wall, we have our storage. So you can see we have a closet over here to hang all of our items. And then we have another closet space over here with a lot more hangers and a lot more space. We have some baskets down here. Now, it's important to note that these aren't on a track, so these things can come out all the way. We'll go ahead and slide these back in. We have 4 of those over here. Counter space over here for your bed. You can also see there's an outlet over here and a USB-A, which is awesome, as well as a lamp up top. Nice big TV over here right in front of the bed. Perfect for viewing a movie at the end of the night. I love the accent lighting over here. Really nice. You can see we have some more storage shelves over here, as well as USB-A and USB-C, so you can have something charging right here. I do believe this is a desk that moves. Yep, I am correct. You can slide this not under the bed because it's level with the bed, but still, it's really nice to have a desk that moves around. Actually, I think it's meant for... Actually, no, you can't slide that under there. Anyways, it moves around. That's really cool. Continuing on over with our desk space. Nothing absolutely massive. You can see the little space for the chair is rather small, but nothing too crazy. Plenty of space over here. We have all of our literature that we will get into in just a little bit, but I want to point out the universal outlet over here, USB-A and USB-C, our European, and our light switches. We also have a nice little lamp over here. Down here, we have storage space, Kleenexes, hair dryer, more storage space down here. I do believe this is a drawer as well. Yep, that is a drawer as well. We have some more storage space over here. We have our breakfast clings for the doors and the menu right here. And then this should be our mini fridge. Yep, mini fridge right there. Opposite of the desk, we have our couch. I don't think this transforms into a bed, but it is still plenty of space to lounge about. We have a couple of throw pillows over here, which is really nice, or accent pillows. I don't know, I'm not good with interior design, but we have some artwork on the walls over here, well, a photo and some art. Love the accent lighting along the top over here. And of course, we have a lamp. We have another USB-A on this side, no USB-C though, and no other outlets. Nope, no other outlets, but there is more storage along the side over here, so a little bit of a trade-off. And arguably, the most important part of the room tour is the... I was expecting to see you on the toilet, not in the shower. Now, no. I didn't send her in here to, like, use the bathroom. I sent her in here because she wouldn't stop touching things, and I'm trying to get videos of things. So this was kind of her little timeout corner while I filmed in the room. What are you doing in the shower? Is it more comfortable than the toilet?
Look, I got a footrest.
Oh, you do have a footrest. Is there a bench in there?
No, I'm hovering.
I mean, hey, you work those core muscles. That's really cool. There's a bench in here.
Dude, open the door.
Wait, what? What's
Open the door, it's weird.
What the hell? What is this? That's bizarre. I mean, okay. As long as we can get in and out. Is there room for 2 people in here?
I don't know.
We about to find out. There is room for 2 people in here. Hi.
How are you?
So if you wanted an audience while you showered, there's a bench.
Yeah, you're doing great, sweetie.
Oh my God, we're weird. Continuing on with our tour, we have a small sink. It's nothing crazy, but I mean, you're not washing any dishes. You have your soap over here, which is nice. Couple of glasses. Ooh, outlets. Like legit outlets. It's a little crooked, but legit outlets. We have some more towels over here, some storage space, and our toilet. And oddly enough, the towels are located inside the shower, so interesting. I mean, if I guess you could take them out and put them somewhere else if you didn't want them to get wet, or I don't know. God?
It's time to go. Attention team, it is time to go.
It's time to go, apparently. I don't know. Anyways, we have some more storage down here as well as our floor towel. Really nice. It's not the biggest bathroom in the world, but it's suitable. I like the shower though. There's plenty of space in the shower, which is good. Would you like to demonstrate your favorite feature?
Look, there's buttons. You make the lights turn off because I'm sleepy. The lights. That's kind of on though, or is that just the light?
Did you hit the sleep setting?
Can't sleep.
Oh, well, I mean, little night lights, you know?
Okay, anyway. Movie.
I don't think that does anything.
Same thing.
Evening.
They're a little brighter. Look, they're doing things. That one turned on.
I guess it's not supposed to be super bright. And then morning.
More light.
Yeah, it's like slowly fading on, so it's kind of like a sunrise. And of course, how can we forget the balcony? Now, these doors are actually opposite from Disney Cruise Line, where you have to close it down on Disney to open it. This one, you have to open it up to open. And it even says over here, I don't know how well you guys can see that, lock door for AC to operate. So as long as the door is unlocked, the AC will turn off, which is interesting. But yeah, we come out here, plenty of room for activities. I love nice big chairs, a big table over here. You can actually like have a tray of food out here, which is awesome. And then this is our view. Holy moly, the ship goes all the way down that way. And the bridge is not too far away. We're actually on the same level as the bridge, which is really cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am so beyond excited for this cruise. So, a little context as to why I'm on the floor. I was opening up the mini fridge and I was looking for like a way to make it colder, because sometimes cruise ships, they don't automatically have it on the highest setting to make it cold, because I have my GLP-1 medication in there. So that's why I was on the floor. And then as I was laying on the floor, I was like, eh. I was like, this is the cleanest the floor is ever going to be. So if there's ever a time to lay down on the floor of a cruise ship, it's going to be on its maiden voyage. Because, I mean, odds are there was at least one other family or couple in this stateroom before us, because there was a couple of like media sailings and casino comp sailings before this. But still, like, this is the cleanest the floor is ever going to be. Would I recommend doing this to a ship that's been in service more than a couple weeks? No, not at all. But, I mean, I probably shouldn't even be doing this now. But it's just a thought that popped into my head. All right, babe. Go ahead and do a bed test. How comfy is it?
I hope it's comfy. Ooh, nice.
Okay. I think we have the CODA seal of approval.
Yes. Good night.
Is it better than Margaritaville? Because that was more firm, and you weren't a fan.
Yeah, this one's nice and squishy.
Nice and squishy?
Yeah.
Ooh, it is nice and squishy. I've heard, because, you know, Brian and Carrie, they've said on, like, other Royal Caribbean ships, it's typically a more firm bed, but on Icon class, for whatever reason, they're more squishy and comfortable. So a couple things. Number one, I was just in the bathroom, and I hear from outside, "Am I too fat?" Followed by a bunch of giggles. Babe?
What?
You good?
Glasses. You get my glasses.
That doesn't look very comfortable.
It's not. I've got a thing in my stomach.
But you fit in there properly. Okay, babe, it's time to come out of the closet.
Okay, you get the glasses. I don't want them to fall.
Where are the glasses? Oh,
Barely on my noggin. Ta-da!
Yay, you did
See
it.
my slimy hand.
Oh, no. Now, see, if I tried that, it would be a very different story. You'd need to call maintenance to get me out of there. If I even fit in there to begin with.
We can make you fit. Gotta cut you up into small pieces.
Okay, Dahmer. And then number two. What's wrong with you? It's a joke because it has to do with the toilet. So, can we just take a second to talk about this flush? Listen to this. That sounds like it could suck the intestines right out of your hole. What in the world? And then Coda said, what?
Said, well, it's gotta be powerful because they tell you to throw out the whole toilet paper roll.
That they do. Just throw the whole roll in there.
I want to know how fast. Have you seen videos of kids? You know, they put the end in the toilet and then they flush.
Yes. Would I recommend doing that? No, absolutely not. Because that is one way.
They'll charge you $100. Where is it? They'll charge you $100.
Don't rush your flush. Guess who caused toilet obstruction may be subjected to a $100 penalty fine. So, you know, if you have a little too good of a time at the Windjammer and you have consequences, just be careful and make sure you courtesy flush every once in a while, because if you clog it, you'll get charged for it. So as we leave the room, I also want to point out something that I'm not used to. Typically on cruises, the door will open towards you in a room, but over here, I think our bags are here. 3 POs here. Our bags are here. Making our way over to the elevator bank, we saw this artwork over here just made out of all origami little swans. And I was like, ooh, can I touch it? But no, it's behind glass. This glass is really clean, so it's awesome. I love this. Take a look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. This is insane. We're on deck 15 right now, and we have this artwork in the center. It looks incredible. We have 16, 17 over there, and then we have the Aquadome right here. So we are at the very front of the ship. This is what we call the melon of the ship. If you guys are familiar with, what the heck are those things? Beluga whales, and how they have a little melon at the front. Oh my gosh. So this is Yep. So this is where they're going to have the water show. Oh my gosh, this is insane. This is a cruise ship, guys. Wow. This is crazy. We can just watch them all practice their performances.
So everybody show me the position, please.
That's gotta be nerve-wracking.
Deep squat.
To do your rehearsals in front of everybody. I mean, to be fair, this area is not crowded at all, but still, like...
Max a little deeper.
That is wild. So over here in the Aquadome, we also have the Aquadome Market. This is another complimentary eating location. Let's go ahead and check it out. You can see the menu over here. We have several different booths. You see, we have creme de la crepe. Oh, crepes, okay. We have Mai Tai, Pig Out Barbecue, Feta Mediterranean, and La Cocinita. Oh my gosh, they have empanadas and sweet corn arepas. Oh my gosh, build your own mac and cheese bowl. Wait a second. And then we have crepes. Oh my gosh. Are you gonna go for another lunch or maybe a crepe? You know, dessert, something sweet, something to share.
Eu entrei na fila pra vocês. É aqui, mas no caminho, a gente tem loja pra você Você não quer? Quer banho de chocolate? Morrer de sede, né?
All right, we got our crepe. Babe, what'd you order?
It's the banana hazelnut crepe.
Banana hazelnut. It looks and smells amazing. I cannot wait. So they don't exactly like make the crepe fresh in front of you, but they do have a bunch that you can tell they made right there. Yeah. And they just pull it, put it on the burner to warm it up a little bit, and then put all the stuff on it. But let's go ahead and dig in. So what's awesome about the Aquadome Market that we learned is that it's open until midnight every single day, and all the options are open until midnight. That's fantastic. This is only 3 decks above where we are, and it's right off of the elevator bank too. So if we ever are in the mood for a snack, we can just come right up here. We don't have to go to the buffet for anything. I love how tall the ceilings are over here on this deck. I'm so used to the Lido decks just having low ceilings, you know? It feels like there's so much space here and I love it. So we're over here on the Lido deck checking out the pool areas, and we saw like these really comfy loungers, and we saw that you can like flip these pillows over and turn it into a recliner. And what did you say?
So it's so nice that they decided to put out beds for those that can't remember their room numbers at 1 a.m.
Yeah, when that drink package hits at 1 a.m. and you need someplace to sleep, this will be it. So we've made it up to deck 16, and here's the entrance to Thrill Island. They have a whole water park here on Star of the Seas. What the heck? I was about to say Icon. They have a whole water park here, complete with multiple water slides. Let's go ahead and check it out. But first, we have to check out all the cute towel animals. We have a dinosaur over here, an elephant right here. Oh, look at these Star of the Seas glasses. I love those glasses. Those are really cool. But we have a cute little elephant over here with the droopy ears. And then we have a bear, I think. How cute. You can see they have little cubbies down here for you to put your shoes and stuff before you go up the water slides. Category 6 water park. That's what it's called. Let's see. We have Pressure Drop, Hurricane Center, or Hurricane Hunter, and Storm Surge. Very interesting. But just look at this, guys. Oh my gosh. It really does not feel like we're on a cruise ship right now. Holy moly, this is insane. An entire water park here. This is nuts. And take a look at that, guys. We've made it to the very back of the ship, or the aft, and here's the adult-only hideaway pool area. It is people soup right now. Good Lord, there are so many people down there. We have a couple folks waving to us as well. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. And you can see there's plenty of other seating off down in that direction as well. We're actually really overexposed. Hold up, there you go. You can see Carnival Freedom, Coda's favorite ship because it's missing its whale tail. We have the Disney Treasure over there, which, you know what, for once, I'm not sad we're not on the Disney boat. This boat is awesome, and I am so happy to be here. But yeah, we have the Disney Treasure over there, and then we have Adventure of the Seas right there. So in case you guys are curious what the restrictions are for the water slides here, You can see all of this stuff up top, but the most important thing, the weight limit, 300 pounds. I'm 275 right now, so we're good, but in case you guys were curious. And take a look at that. They have a little mini golf course. That's cool. Not the largest thing in the world, but it's still cool to have.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, welcome on board Star of the Seas.
So we have made it to base camp. This is another complimentary food option on board Star of the Seas. Now, fun fact, base camp on Icon when it first debuted was an upcharge. It only had a couple of free options, but most of the items were upcharged. They have since nixed that, and everything here is complimentary. And in case you guys are curious what options they have, warm pretzels, tater tots, hot dogs, chicken fingers, and smash burgers. Someone's doing a happy dance. What did you get?
Pretzel bites.
Pretzel bites? Oh my gosh, with melted cheese? Now, are they good? Pretty solid? So we made it up to deck 6 forward. We have the Dueling Pianos bar over here, and Coda really wanted to pick up a WoW band. So these are basically the magic bands of Royal Caribbean. So Coda, what color did you get?
I got pink.
Pink? I opted for black as well. At first I wasn't gonna get one because, you know, I typically don't wear the magic bands on Disney Cruise Line.
Oh, we match. Yours is pinky.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's actually pinky or if it's the lighting.
Yeah, it might just be the lighting. I thought it was black and white. But anyways, I opted for black. It's really blurry right now. But anyways, it's really nice. It's $10 each, so unfortunately not complimentary, but it beats having to, you know, walk around with your...
Sweet in one of the levels. The loyalty levels gets a free one.
Okay, but for us plebs, it is not free. We have to pay $10 for them.
Could be 40 or 50.
It could be 40 or 50, just like Disney, but still, it's really nice. It beats having to walk around with your cruise key around your neck. So we made it here to Pearl Cafe on deck 6, and I am absolutely blown away with this space. Immediately right off the bat, I think this is going to be my favorite place to hang out on the whole ship. Floor-to-ceiling windows, wide open space, plenty of seating, and they have a whole cafe here with so many complimentary food options. They have sandwiches, they have desserts, they have cookies, they have a whole bunch of different things here. And it is insane how it is all complimentary. There is a coffee place that is attached to it that is not complimentary, but it is still another option for anyone who's wanting to get coffee. And it looks like they serve Starbucks coffee here too. It's not the official Starbucks location, but they do have Starbucks coffee here, which is fantastic for the coffee lovers in your family. So on the Icon class of ships, they don't have a boardwalk, but rather they have something a little different. Take a look at this, guys. Wow, that is a massive flamingo, but they have something called Surfside. This is like the big family area of the ship. Good Lord, it is bright. I forgot my sunglasses in the room. Holy moly. Check this out, guys. This is nuts. You can see all the staterooms, bunch of different suites. Coda found the slide. She's gonna be heading on down over there. All right, come on down.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
You good?
Yeah, that was fast.
Did you hurt yourself or did you need long pants?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why I picked my feet up.
Because remember what happened on the Wish with the Incredicourse.
We learned.
The hard way. Check out the water cannon boat that we have over here. That's really cool. I don't know if they're like practicing for later, for when we're like actually sailing out, but that's awesome. They typically do something like that for like very special occasions, and you know, being the main voyage, this is a special occasion. So over here in Surfside, they have a food location called Surfside Bites, and again, more complimentary food. You can see they have burgers, popcorn chicken, fries, hot dogs over here, and then they have churros, and that's what we got. So while I was off getting churros, Coda went to the Lemon Post and got a drink in a little pouch. This is a non-alcoholic drink, and which one was it that you got?
I got the green sea monster.
But you really wanted the blue raspberry.
Yeah.
So there was some miscommunication somewhere, but either way, it comes with some shark gummies, which is awesome. I will warn you, really sweet, really tart, but it does taste like a gummy bear, which is pretty cool. So on other Oasis class ships, at the very back of the ship by the boardwalk, they typically have the Aqua Theater. But on Icon class, they have a water park over here, like a little kid's water park, complete with a couple of pools over here that lead to the very back of the ship. And take a look at that, guys. Adventure of the Seas is setting sail and getting ready to pass us by. How awesome is that? I also want to point out just how many people are at the very nose of the Adventure of the Seas and on the upper decks. They're all waiting to get a glimpse, an up-close glimpse of Star of the Seas. All right, guys, we made it up to the top deck. We're getting ready for sail away, and you guys already know tradition. We have to get our pina coladas or lava flows, however you want to put it. These are really good. I already took a sip. Did you take a sip already?
No, not yet.
Take a sip. Really good. They put some strawberry in it instead of raspberry.
That's fine.
They didn't have raspberry, but strawberry still just as good. Here's to a great cruise. We just missed the treasure. Look at them go. Everyone on the Disney Treasure. Let's laugh at their tiny little adult area. Again, for once, I am so happy to be looking at a Disney ship and not be sad that I'm not on it. Well, day one, Coda's already finding ducks. Stop shaking the poor thing. Hold it out closer. There you go. Look at that. He's got a little hat and everything. That's cute. Good job, baby.
I hit a tiny one earlier, so I get to take one now.
Oh my gosh, guys. Check this out. So we were in this side of the Aquadome earlier. That's where the water show is. But look at this front side. We are in like the melon of the ship. Holy cow. And there's so much seating here too. Look at the screens over there with the fish. We're going up to the very nose to look out. And take a look at that, guys. We are officially setting sail. We're pushing away from the dock right now. Oh, look at the water cannons. The water cannons are going. I also want to point out that the Aquadome is the perfect place to watch sail away. It's completely enclosed, indoors, plenty of ways to look outside, and the vents down here blow air conditioning. It is perfect. There's a really big party going on in Jetty Park right over here, and it was advertised as like a Star of the Seas sail away party, and there's a lot of people down there in that corner. There's also quite a few people in Jetty Park in general. This is so cool. Everyone's watching us. We're special.
Wait, is there a DeLorean for the Back to the Future show?
There is a DeLorean over there.
And is there like a mad sign? Yeah, there's like a Doc Brown in the car.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. We have the Back to the Future show. That's cool.
Wow.
I know, I hate that.
Oh, look at the sign that says Bon Voyage.
Oh, people have like paper hands.
What in the world? Look at all of these people.
How come they're normal? Wait, why are they? Wait, are they scrambling the letters to do like a swear word or something? Oh no, it's Bon Voyage. Boo.
And it was
Wait.
colorful.
Wait, what did it say before? Before it said that? Wait, are they trying to like?
That's in.
Are they testing our spelling?
Oh wait, no. I think they might have. Their backs are all turned, so they're probably getting a photo op from the other side. Yeah, their backs were turned.
Yeah.
As we make our way out to sea, you can see the water cannon boat just doing donuts in the water. So we've made it down to deck 5. We're at the gift shop right now. It is not open yet. We're hoping to rope drop it because there are several items that we see that we really want, including a ship model, maybe a Spirit jersey for Coda if she behaves herself, and I do see some Sailor merchandise as well. They have Sailor plushies over there around the corner.
I want Sailor.
I just want Sailor in general. This cruise sucks.
It's been 6 hours.
They're opening up the gate. The crowd has girls.
The shops have opened. Everyone go in. Black Friday is here. Okay, so shopping was crazy, but we were successful. We're heading on back to the room right now to drop the stuff off. Let's go ahead and do a little merch haul. Once we get back to the room, of course. Okay, so we have made it back to the room. We haven't been here in a minute, so there could have been turned down service. We might have a towel animal, but we are looking to see if these little doodads work. Maybe?
Did we hear a tick last time?
Yeah, there we go. They do work. You just have to be precise. What are we guessing?
Swan.
Swan? Penguin. There's nothing.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Hi.
Maybe later. Alright, really quick, let's go ahead and do a merch haul. Starting with the bag. This was $2. It's a reusable bag. It's honestly not bad. Did you say you need more of those? Honestly, I don't even know why I got this. These reusable bags are the last things we need. You should see our closet. Good lord. We just reorganized it the other day. Oh my gosh.
At least it's not plastic. I can use it again.
Mm-hmm. The 1,000,001 other bags that we have.
We have so many Disney Cruise Line ones from the Disney World 50th. We have a ton of those. And then I like shopping at Aldi. And I would rather get a reusable bag than get a paper one that I know I'm going to bust in the parking lot. Because that's just how my luck is.
Anyways, coming over to the merch. Let's go ahead and dump this out. So, first things first.
Did you see the box?
I'm looking at the box.
You didn't see it open?
Yeah, I had to open it and check it.
So why'd you turn and look at me like that then?
Because you're asking me if I saw the box. I'm looking at the box.
So you saw the inside of the box?
Yes, I saw the inside of the box.
It's pretty.
Yeah, no.
Are you going to keep it? You throw out the other ones.
I do throw out the other ones. I don't know. I might keep this one because, yeah, it is pretty. The inside, it's got the ship right here. It's got the Star of the Seas logo. It's really nice. It's very well packaged. Way better than any other cruise ship model I've ever gotten. But, yeah, it's got this on top. A little foamy. And then we have the ship model right here. Check that out. I'm very curious to see how this compares to my Allure ship model. But this is so nice. So, yeah, my pride and joy. This was the most important thing. Go ahead and close that up. I got a button-up shirt over here that I am going to start wearing. This is going to be my Royal Caribbean Embarkation Day shirt from now on because I really like this. This was $60, so by no means was it cheap, but I really liked it. I mean, it's honestly better than some Disney Cruise Line shirts that are like upwards of $100+ for button-ups. So I will take it. I also got a Star of the Seas t-shirt.
You didn't get anything inaugural.
I didn't notice anything inaugural that I really wanted.
Look at mine. Mine's inaugural.
Yours is inaugural? Okay, so anyways, here's the t-shirt. This was $36.99. And then Coda got a Star of the Seas inaugural sweater. And this was $49.99. So yeah, not a bad haul, but I will go back and look. I mean, if anything, we have the next cruise to get inaugural stuff. So, but yeah, I'm very, very excited for this haul. Some new stuff to wear. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear that shirt on this cruise or not, but you will definitely see it on our next cruise with Royal Caribbean, which may be sooner than you think. Okay, so things have cleared out in the gift shop significantly since it first opened. So let's go ahead and take a quick look and show you guys just some of the merchandise that they have here. I'm not going to show you guys everything, but first things first, I really love this collection, I guess you can say, of these multicolored things because we have the shirt that I purchased earlier, but you can see we also have like a coin pouch. We also have some mugs, a backpack with a bunch of crown and anchors on it, and cups. We have a really nice Star of the Seas. It looks like a denim bag. We have a bucket hat over here with a bunch of flags, and I can only assume these nautical flags spell out star. You can see the Star of the Seas shirt that I purchased earlier. We have some lanyard holders, which is cool, and a Star of the Seas hat. We have some Star of the Seas plush bears, and of course, we have plush sailors. Check out these Royal Caribbean tumblers, I guess you can call them. Oh my gosh, they are bedazzled. They're $40, in case you guys are curious. We have some Star of the Seas collectible coins. Let me see if I can open one of these up. One-handed. It's not going very well. It's fine. There's a collectible coin in here. What you got there?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're putting all of them back, right?
No.
No? I mean, you ain't using my card to pay for that. Would you stop it?
What? They need homes.
Do they?
Yeah.
If I can't see Sailor on my first day, I will buy out the stock.
If I can't power, nobody can.
Something wrong with you.
No.
In case you guys are into the FPS, wow, that's not first person shooter, yeah. In case you guys are interested in the SPF shirts, we have Star of the Seas over here, and I think on the back, oh, look at that, it's got the Crown and Anchor logo. All right, I finally got one of these open. Here's a closer look at the Star of the Seas inaugural coin. We have some Star of the Seas tank tops, we have some Star of the Seas corksicle looking things, more hats, lanyard holders, and they even have like reusable margarita glasses, which is very interesting. So yeah, this is just some of the merchandise that they have here at this location, and by no means is this the only Royal Caribbean location, but this is where you're gonna find the majority of the Star of the Seas specific merchandise. We have made it back to the Surfside neighborhood of Star of the Seas. Very colorful, I absolutely love it. It's also really loud, so just bear that in mind if you have one of these staterooms over here. This is like the family party area, so I assume they're gonna be playing music quite often, but we are here for dinner. But first, Coda found a plucky ducky.
What color?
It's actually called a happy duck. Where is it? Happy duck. But yeah, she's gonna try and win herself a duck. Is it a winner every time?
I don't know.
It better be.
It better be, yeah.
There you go, you got a duck. How much was that duck?
$2.
$2 duck? I mean, I guess you're happy.
He's glittering, he's got the logo.
Very cute. Now hide him. Oh my god. Okay, so we made it to Pier 7 over here in Surfside. This is an extra charge restaurant. It's a specialty restaurant. And we're having dinner. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So we did prepay for our meal, so we basically can pick any 3 items. So one is obviously going to be a dessert, so we can just do 1 board bites and 1 entree, or 2 board bites and a dessert, or 2 entrees and a dessert, you know, any 3. So you guys can go ahead and pause to read. I'm not going to read absolutely everything on the menu. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch. Wave riding entrees. The fish tacos look really good. There's also Korean fried chicken. I don't know. Decisions. And then we have our desserts down here. Caramel waffle, warm toffee chocolate cake, or a banana split. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Too many options. So Pier 7 is actually a very small restaurant. I expected it to be a little bit bigger, but no, this is about the size of the Izumi that we had on Jewel of the Seas. Quite small. But anyways, the reason why we're here is that the friends that we're dining with said that Pier 7 is exclusive to Icon Class, so we figured why not try something that you can't find anywhere else. And speaking of friends, so Coda, it's not just you and me on this cruise, we're joined with friends. Check it out, guys. We have Views and Cues, Brian and Carrie, and then we have Chris Kidder. You might recognize him from Peter and Kitra's videos. He's always hanging out with them. We love him. Mr. Carrot Cake himself, the carrot cake connoisseur. And then we have Brian and Carrie. Finally, we're sailing together.
It's about time.
It's about time. We've been messaging each other for months, so it feels like we already know each other, which is really insane. Yeah. So yeah, we are going to be joined with all of these fine people on this cruise, and it's going to be awesome. On both of these cruises, we're all doing back-to-backs here. It's going to be incredible. Yeah. So, funnily enough, I asked the waiter for the included fruit punch, and I specifically said the included fruit punch, and he said, let me see if I can do that for you. He comes back with this. This is definitely not the included fruit punch. I have a feeling I'm getting charged for this. Okay, so our first round of food has arrived. Coda opted for the shrimp tostadas. It's got crispy golden tortillas piled high with sauteed shrimp, bell peppers, diced mangoes, and chunky guacamole, garnished with cilantro and fresh lime. And then to start, I opted for the loaded quesadilla. It's got diced steak with bell peppers and freshly grated mozzarella and pepper jack cheese pressed in a grilled flour tortilla served with their house-made mango salsa. Everything looks amazing. Presentation is on point. It smells amazing. Let's go ahead and dig in. Okay, entrees have arrived. Once again, presentation on point. Everything looks and smells amazing. So I opted for the Baja fish tacos, which is flaky battered fish on warm flour tortillas, topped with fresh tomato pasta. It's salsa. I'm dyslexic. It's fine. Shredded cabbage, spicy mayo, sour cream, and cilantro, served with your choice of fries, tots, or chips. I opted for tots. And Coda got the Korean fried chicken, which is crispy chicken in a sweet ginger soy sauce and toasted sesame seeds, served with sticky rice and red cabbage, radish, and cilantro salad. Okay, desserts have arrived. I opted for the caramel waffles. It's fluffy waffles with melted butter, fresh berries, and a thick caramel drizzle topped with vanilla ice cream. And Coda opted for the warm toffee chocolate cake, which is molten chocolate cake with melted salted toffee, brulee marshmallows, fresh strawberries, and vanilla ice cream. Okay, so Pier 7 first night dinner. Honestly, not bad.
So good.
Pretty solid start to the cruise. It's like a California style of food. So there was a great mix of things there, and all in all, I enjoyed everything. The dessert was a little lackluster on my end for the waffles. They were a little dry. They could have used a little bit more sauce, but everything else was solid. The quesadillas were great, and the fish tacos were really good. I love the seasoning on the breading of the fish. All in all, fantastic time. And honestly, not that expensive of a place to eat for a signature dining restaurant. So if you're looking for something different to do from the main dining room or the buffet or anything else on the cruise ship, definitely check out Pier 7. I recommend it. This poor little duck. Oh my gosh, what did he do? Someone hit him in between the ice and water machine. Oh my gosh. I tell you guys what, I know we've already been on Allure, so we should be used to mega ships, but this, just all of this still just blows my mind that this could be floating out on the water in the middle of the ocean. It is wild how crazy massive these ships are. And you guys know me, I am a Disney cruiser. I am used to Disney Cruise Line. You guys know we've been trying out different things. We're branching out and trying different cruise lines, but all of this is just incredible. So we're on the promenade deck, Royal Promenade. Coda, how do you find these things? Like, how good is your vision? Because look at this. She says, look, there's a duck. And I promise you there's a duck on the screen. I promise you there's a duck on the screen. Look at that thing. Look at that. She spots this from a mile away. How? Literally how?
Because everybody's gonna touch it.
So we can't find Sailor anywhere, but you know, we have a good Sailor substitute. For now. And I kind of caught the back end of it, but Coda was saying that this dog is going to have the shiniest nose because everyone's going to be touching it.
And right here.
He's the best boy. Or girl. We don't assume. Something I forgot to mention about Pearl Cafe that I also really enjoy is that while you're sitting here, you can look up and out this way and look into Central Park, which is really cool. And also vice versa. I think this is the first like royal ship where you can be in Central Park and get a view of the ocean. I tell you guys what, I am very happy with our room placement. We're literally right next to the elevators and only 3 decks away from the Aquadome Market. Absolutely perfect. Time for lunch at the Aquadome Market. Alright, lunch has been served. I opted for a couple of things. I got a mac and cheese bowl with some brisket, and I got a Mediterranean bowl with some rice, some feta, some pork, and falafel. Don't want to have too much because we're going to have Izumi tonight. So, is it safe to say that the Nutella and banana crepe is like our favorite thing on board right now?
Probably.
Because this is our second one. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if I pointed this out yesterday while we were in the Aquadome, but take a look at this. They have a Wheel of Death over here. That is insane. What do you mean, no?
The Wheel of Death is that you see at the Ren Fair where he runs on the top of the...
Oh, and the spinny thingy?
Yeah.
So then what the heck is this?
A ball.
You know? That do be a ball. You know, death globe, ball of death, I don't know. Either way, it's very dangerous, and you put the motorcycles in there and they do the thing, and it'll be really cool. We are scheduled to see this show tonight. Hopefully it does perform, because last night the first performance was canceled and they had a 10:45 performance. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get here nice and early and we'll be able to get a good spot, but unless you're like on the very side of the theater, I think every spot is a good spot. But it is worth noting just how small this venue is. So make sure you get a reservation ahead of time to see these shows, because reservations will sell out and it's not always guaranteed that you'll be able to get a reservation once you get on board. So every time we come out of the elevator, we always have to do a quick check of Central Park to look for a floof. One of these days, I mean, hopefully today, we find a floof. We just want to see him And then we're going to freak out. We're going to text the group. And then we're going to run over and give him lovins. Her. It's a her. Sailor's a her.
Let's steal it.
Stealer. Again, I tell you guys what. This girl has the best eyes ever. What the heck? The way she freaked out. Oh, he's wedged in there. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. What does it say? Hold up. Let's see. Grab a duck. Luck struck. That's so cool. Let's see. Star August 16th from North Carolina, the Boyds. Okay, so let it be known. We were expecting an evening turn down service because the guy asked us, what do we want? And we said evening, but I guess he saw that we were gone and he was like, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it now. So we did get a towel animal. We weren't expecting a towel animal right now. So we already saw what it was, but it's a little demented.
He's real scary.
Just a little bit. It's the red eyes. It is the red eyes. Everything else is cute. It's a dog. But, yeah. Interesting. So we made it back up to the room and we're just kind of chilling out on the balcony and we're looking out at Utopia of the Seas and we can see everyone else's balconies and people who left their curtains open, we can see into their rooms and you can see the room hosts going room to room and doing their turn down service and stuff and making their little towel animals so we can see everybody's individual towel animals.
We know what you got. It's no secret.
So it's just cool to see the different variations. Like we see in one room a dog, just like we have, that's kind of laying down. And then right below it, there's a dog that's on all fours. And then a couple rooms down, there's a bunny. So it's just really amusing to us.
One of the ones up here is more flat. I can't tell what it is, but he's flat.
Ah. So yeah, if you don't want anybody looking into your room, before you leave, make sure you close your curtains. Otherwise, it's public space.
I'm also watching a man take a nap right now, so.
Where? Oh yeah, he is out. My man is zooted. So a couple things about the room that I want to note. Number one, I find the bed really comfy. I slept really well last night, and the pillows are great too. Coda, on the other hand, she wasn't that big of a fan of the bed. Any particular reason why?
The pillows don't hold form. So like, head to bed, no fluff. I mean, they are fluffy, but doesn't matter. And while the bed is squishy, my back still hurt when I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was still, like, firm. Like, it's comfy at first, but I woke up with my back hurting. I don't know. Maybe I slept weird. We can reevaluate.
Yeah, so, I mean, to each their own when it comes to the bed. Also, something really cool that I want to point out is that they have a dedicated Back to the Future channel here on Star of the Seas because Back to the Future, the musical, is like the main stage show on board. So they just have all three movies playing on a loop, and that is awesome. Back to the Future trilogy, one of my favorite trilogies, if not my favorite trilogy of all time. They have it playing on loop. I love it. Now, when it comes to the bathroom, my only real complaint is the sink. It is a little too small and too shallow. I feel like my hands are too big and I feel like my movement is limited, and also the counter space is pretty limited. Like, yeah, you have storage over here, which we have utilized, but like, I don't know. I just feel like on other cruise ships, especially like going from Margaritaville to here, Margaritaville, we had so much room for activities on that counter. Like, there's hardly anything here. So it's just little things, but overall, I'm enjoying it. So we made it down to deck 5 and we're on the jogging track. We know that there's a doggy rest area over here. For service dogs. We don't know if it's necessarily for Sailor, but it's a very real possibility that Sailor uses this area. So if we just hang out here long enough, eventually, in theory, we would see a dog. So we are going to get off the ship for just a little bit to go and get some exercise and explore CocoCay. While Utopia is in, let's head on down. We got to take the escalators.
These are reversed from last night, too.
Oh yeah, we went down on that side.
So you can see red, don't go there. Green,
Yep.
go there. And it's different.
Very smart system. Now, I know we saw escalators on Allure of the Seas, but this still, like, blows my mind, just having escalators like this on a cruise ship. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Perfect Day at CocoCay. Key, I don't know how you pronounce it, but you can see we are right next to Utopia of the Seas, which pulled in facing forward, and we backed ourselves in, so very interesting. I wonder how it's going to be in a couple of days when we're back with Icon. The current time is 3 p.m. and as you can see, we are a bunch of salmon swimming upstream. A lot of people are making their way back to the ships. I mean, to be fair though, all aboard time is at 4 o'clock, so we're going to be off the ship for just a little bit, but I want to point out the hot air balloon is finally going. I don't think I've ever seen it up in the air before. And check this out, guys. Holy moly. 2 mega ships right next to each other. Star of the Seas and Utopia right there. I cannot wait to come back with Icon because hopefully they'll both be parked right next to each other, like facing backwards. So it'll be really cool to see. But this is our best look at the Star of the Seas logo right there. As far as weather is concerned, I don't think people could have asked for anything better other than maybe a lower temperature, because perfectly clear skies, little bit of cloud cover, nothing too crazy. The water is crystal clear. It's just hot, really, really hot. You can see right across the way over there, we have Great Stirrup Cay and the Norwegian Gem. That is Norwegian's private island. Check out the water, guys. I can't remember the last time I've seen it this clear. I mean, granted, this is like, what, my 3rd or 4th time here at CocoCay, but still, this water's gorgeous today. Here's a look at the Oasis Lagoon right now. As you can see, it is still quite busy. Now, granted, Utopia of the Seas isn't scheduled to leave until about 5:30, so they do have a lot longer to spend out here, but yeah, it is plenty busy today. Holy moly. Can you guys see the iguana here? Look at that. Oh my gosh. Again, Coda has a really good eye. This thing was camouflaged.
I didn't realize we had this. I think it's the first one we've seen.
There's another iguana over there. You're so bright. Oh my gosh. And then there's still this one who's chomping, having a little snack. I have never seen iguanas here before, and now we have 2. It's very common to see curly-tailed lizards, but not iguanas. That's wild.
That's part like the little umbrella. That thing starts running at me. I'm out. It's gonna spit stuff and blind you.
So the reason why we got off the ship in the first place was because we found out we had a couple of friends on board Utopia of the Seas right next to us, so we wanted to meet up with them for just a little bit to say hi and chat before heading back on board Star of the Seas. I tell you guys what, it is so intimidating to be sandwiched in between these 2 mega ships. It really puts it into perspective just how massive these things are, especially with all the people down here. Good Lord. We just heard our horn, and with that, it is time to leave. Perfect day at CocoCay. Look at all the guests out on their balconies right now, watching us sail away. It's a pretty big deal. Everyone's really excited to see the latest and greatest that Royal Caribbean has to offer. And I'm so happy to be on, like, the important boat for once. There is no way. Look at that sign down there. Some of the crew are holding a sign that says bye. Bye. It's like we're in a parade. Everyone's waving at us and we're waving back. It really is wild how close Great Stirrup Cay is to CocoCay. Like, that is the gap right there. And I think that there are some excursions that take you from CocoCay over to Stirrup Cay, like on kayaking. Like, they go to the far side of the island for kayaking and stuff, which is very interesting.
We should do that.
We should do that?
Yeah.
Remember the last time we kayaked?
We saw dolphins.
I was terrified.
We saw dolphins.
Alright, we are all dressed up and ready for tonight's dinner, which is going to be Izumi in the park. As you guys can probably assume, it's in Central Park. We haven't been there yet on this cruise. I mean, we've only been here for a day, but let's go! Wow, check out this art piece over here on deck 8. Holy moly, this is interesting. It's definitely up for interpretation, but it's still really cool. Oh, yeah, they have little explanations over here.
Oh.
Did you not see the birds up there?
No. I am 5'3".
Wow. I forget how much I adore Central Park. This place is always so awesome. It's like not really the quietest place in the world, but it's just got a relaxing vibe and I love it. Ah, another dog. Where is Sailor? We demand a dog that is real and pettable. So we're getting closer to the opposite side of Central Park as we make our way towards the aft, but I want to point out the Pearl over here. In yesterday's video towards the end, I spoke about how you had a direct line of sight into Central Park from Pearl Cafe. And there you go. And from Central Park, you can see the ocean, which is fantastic. If you guys remember from our Allure of the Sea series, one of the biggest complaints that I had about Allure of the Seas was that despite its awesome size and how much I loved the ship, the biggest downfall is that there aren't enough places to view the ocean, and Icon class ships solve that problem by having plenty of massive windows and plenty of viewing areas to the open ocean, which is fantastic. So a recent development for Royal Caribbean is that they're trying to protect the plant life over here in Central Park, because you can see this is all soil. These are all real plants, which is awesome. But a lot of people keep hiding ducks in the plants and it's damaging them. So they have put up these signs all over saying, please help us protect the plants. This is a duck-free zone. Please don't hide ducks in Central Park. All right, we have made it to Izumi. It's not just Coda and I. We are here with the whole squad. We got everybody here. We are at a hibachi table. It has been a long time since we've done like a good hibachi Japanese dinner. This is gonna be awesome. We've always wanted to do it with a group of friends and we finally have the opportunity. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So we have our grill over here. It is already turned on. It is nice and warm. We have our starters over here, mixed green salad and vegetable fried rice. Here are the hibachi options. You have your classic and premiers. And then down here we have our desserts. Ooh, chocolate lava cake? Wait a second. That was really good on Jewel of the Seas. I remember that. And then on the back we have our rolls, sushi, and sashimi. You guys can go ahead and pause to read if you want to take a closer look. We have our chef's signature rolls. And then down here we have our sushi and sashimi. I'm definitely going to go for the chef's sushi selection. Something that I love that I'm sure you've noticed is the AC that's blowing on our feet.
Yeah, they were talking about the piggy coolers earlier.
For whatever reason, they're blowing air conditioning down at our legs, and I love that. I don't know why that's a thing. I guess to kind of counter the stove. That's awesome.
Alright, Japanese warm up, only 20 seconds, not so fast. It's dangerous. If you see the spatula goes to you, just move your head. There you go. Japanese sexy dancer. Sorry, you made me show not like that. Whoa, reverse. When I was baby. 1, 2, 3. There you go, huh? You want Japanese style? Don't worry, no, carrots and onion. No mushroom. Arm a single leg. Arm a single leg. Put your hands up. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Rolling egg. Whoa. Spinning egg. Yeah. 1, 2. Higher. Oh. Hey. Oh, it touched. Hey. His name is Ken. Ken Duck. Mama. There you go. Time. Yeah. Whip. Give me some. I love you, baby. It's quite alright. I love you, baby. No pressure. Open your mouth. 3, 2, 1. Whoops. Yay! Easy, 3, 2, 1. Easy. Second try. Alright, one more.
going to you.
Behind my back.
Okay, so review of Izumi in the park. What do you think?
It was really good.
So good. It's wild how when you're in a restaurant like that, you completely forget that you're on a cruise ship. I felt like I was on land. I mean, it also doesn't help that we're turtle pacing through the water, but it was so good. A little bit more on the expensive side, especially if you're used to like your hometown hibachi restaurant. It was $70 a person, but we went for the $75 option with the steak and chicken. Everything was cooked to perfection. Everything tasted great. Our chef was amazing. Service was awesome, and the dessert,
So good.
the chocolate lava cake was
Wasn't as good as my one
amazing.
from last night, but it was still really good.
It was still fantastic. So overall, if you're interested in a family hibachi, style dinner, definitely check out Izumi in the park when you're here on Star of the Seas, or if they have hibachi on any Royal Caribbean cruise that you're on, make sure you go ahead and check it out. Just one thing to note is that if you are, prone to sensory issues and you get overloaded really easily,
There's a lot.
there's a lot going on, especially because there were 4 tables going on at the same time. So,
I want to say we counted 7 total.
really?
I don't know, I could be wrong. I want to say I heard that there were 7 tables.
There were a bunch of chefs doing their thing at the same time, and it was like kind of one after the other. So there was a solid 15-minute period there where it was loud, ting, 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 and it was really loud. And it's a small space too, so it can get overwhelming really easily. So just bear that in mind, but overall, still a fantastic time. So we have made it inside the Aquadome Theater for tonight's performance of Torque. This is the water show on board. On Oasis-class ships, you would typically see the Aqua Theater at the very back of the ship, but on the Icon class, you have the Aqua Theater in the very front of the ship, in the melon that we like to call it. So we're really excited for this show. Something to note is that the they opened up seating just after 7:30, and the show isn't until 8:45. So if you guys want a good seat, make sure you get here early. We mentioned it earlier that seating in this theater is pretty limited, so reservations are 100% necessary. They are going to have a standby line available in case there are any open seats, but most likely if there are going to be open seats, they're going to be towards the front in the wet section. But either way, we're going to be chilling out here for a little bit and wait for the show to start. Coda has her old lady crochet bag over here to get some stuff done, and we're just gonna vibe. So we are 30 minutes prior to showtime, and this is how crowded the theater is already. Look at that, nothing but edge seats left on the corner over there. That is why reservations are required and necessary. Holy moly. So that just goes to show you that showing up 30 minutes prior to this show is not gonna cut it, because there are people who are showing up now who have reservations who are like, what the heck, where am I gonna sit? We got here almost an hour before the show even started, so just bear that in mind if you're looking for the Aqua show. Okay, Torque. I definitely enjoyed that show a lot more than the one that we saw on Allure.
That one made me a little uncomfortable. I don't know why. The one on Allure made me a little uncomfortable.
But this one was nice. I mean, the theater itself isn't as big as what we had on Allure. I will say this show is still definitely in previews. There were aspects of the show that weren't ready, like the Ball of Death or Wheel of Death, whatever you call it, in the background. It's there. It's teasing us. We saw them testing it earlier, but it's just not ready to use for proper showtime yet. There were several technical aspects that weren't working. The two Kuka arms that were in the very front, those were underutilized, and you can tell that they were missing a couple of props that those arms were supposed to use. Other than that, it was a high-energy show. There were a couple of slower parts, but I feel like those balance out with the really high-energy parts. The music is really, really loud. The bass is really loud. There's a lot of strobe effects, so please make sure you guys are aware of that. But overall, it is still a fun show, and it is a great way to spend your evening here on Star of the Seas. And again, with time, this show will improve, and who knows, within the next month or so, it could be at its full total performance. It's a brand new ship. They're still practicing. There's still plenty of things to tweak and change, and as time progresses, things will change. But for right now, I really enjoyed it. You, on the other hand, I don't think you did.
It's alright. Like, again, it's a preview. We're lucky to have seen anything. I would have liked to have seen them use the high jump more than once.
Yeah, there was only one high jump. That's it, from the hole in the ceiling.
Highest jump, more than once. Like, even twice, I would have been like, all right, you know, the ladders are, we've watched them put them up and down now. They're taking out the harnesses that the divers have to use to get up there. But even a second jump, like, they could have been, you know, a minute, 30 seconds or less apart, but one singular person and a tech went up there. Yeah, there's some ironing out to do, but who knows? Maybe we'll do the Eastern Caribbean on the Star.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still
Like
trying to
intended.
I'm still trying to get us on an Eastern Caribbean itinerary, and we were supposed to be on an Eastern Caribbean with Star of the Seas in October, but these sailings came up, so yeah, we'll definitely be back on Star at some point soon, and hopefully the show will be at its full capacity or potential. So connected to the Aquadome Theater, we have a gift shop called Royal Bling, and this is probably one of the most insane gift shops I've ever seen. Let me show you why. And I'm not even talking about the floor. Look at how glittery that is. That's not what I'm trying to show you. I'm talking about this chalice right here. This chalice is worth $100,000. And what do you get for $100,000? Drink package unlimited for life. You purchase this, you will forever have the unlimited drink package on Royal Caribbean, which is insane. Holy moly. You have to be one dedicated person and one hardcore drinker in order to get this. I don't know if anybody has purchased this yet. I can try and find out, but it is very, very crazy. And of course, the chalice isn't the only item that they have for sale here inside Royal Bling. Any and all really expensive Royal Caribbean branded merchandise you can get here. Okay, so I just got back to the room for the night, and we have some more swag on the bed. Check this out. Oh my gosh, take a look at this. A Star of the Seas tote bag? What the heck? This is so cool. It's like a metallic color or something. It's like a clear plastic. You can see through it, but it's like orange. That is so cool. And it's got like good straps too. That's awesome. And then, what the heck is this? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. They're like towel holders for your chair or something, whatever else you want to use it for. But that is so cool. We got 4 of these, 2 per person. That is really cool. I love the free stuff. Also, we had heard earlier from someone who was walking by that they had their luggage stolen, or not really stolen, but missing. So they have this in the room. Finders should not be keepers. If you find luggage which does not belong to you, please contact guest services. Oh no. Yeah, we had heard someone on our floor was missing their luggage, so yikes. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us. But we also have our cruise compass for tomorrow, which is cool. So I was just about to turn in for the night when I looked out my balcony and I saw a cruise ship that is like right here. And you can barely see the Crown and Anchor logo, so that is a royal ship. And I went on Cruise Mapper and found out that this is in fact Freedom of the Seas. I'm actually very surprised that we are so close to each other. What in the world? Yeah, there you go. People on Freedom of the Seas probably wanted to look at Star, the new hotness. So that's really cool that we get to see each other like that. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but as you guys can see, we are turtle pacing through the water. We are going so slow. Holy moly. And you can see Miami off in the distance over there. I mean, barely. Again, I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera, but we can see the tall buildings over there off in the distance. So, you know we're not that far out. We have a couple of boats out here, you know, little tiny ones. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a very good day. Good morning from day 3 of our Star of the Seas sailing. It is currently Monday, just going on 10:15 a.m. And as you guys can see, it is Back to the Future Day. Today is the very first day that they are showing Back to the Future, the musical, in the main theater. And this is the day I have been looking forward to for such a long time. We're getting the day started with breakfast in the Windjammer before we head on over to do an escape room with Brian, Carrie, and Kidder. No floof?
What is that?
What is what?
Hold on, it's gonna round the corner. I will miss the elevator. Look at him.
What are you? Oh, it's a robot! What the heck? There's a robot down there.
He's doing his best.
He is. He's a little confused. He's doing a donut right now.
Is he cleaning?
I think it is a cleaning robot.
Oh, he's doing his best.
That is so cool. So yeah, this is going to be my first ever escape room experience, and I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. I'm not the I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Let's just put it that way. Yes?
He's a widow pinata. And they've got a fox on their balcony.
And Coda's loving all the little animals that she sees. So we started off our morning with a little bit of a heart attack because in the group chat, Kidder woke us up by sending a picture and video of Sailor down in the promenade. We got up and we started rushing, and he was like, she's going for a nap, so we missed her. But tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., we will be down in the promenade because, you know, maybe she's on a schedule. Who knows? But we will find that dog on this sailing, I promise you. As you guys can see, things are pretty quiet on board in the morning. And again, it is just after 10:15. Breakfast goes until 11:30 in the Windjammer, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, as you can see, it's not too crowded. A couple folks are taking advantage of the pools nice and early before it gets too hot. I mean, hey, I don't blame them. I'd be doing the same thing if I didn't like to sleep in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, breakfast has been served, and take a look at that. I've got waffles, eggs Benedict, sausage, hash browns, some salmon, and some eggs back there. Heck yes. Now don't get me wrong, sailing on budget cruise lines like Carnival and Margaritaville is great from time to time, but their breakfast selections on those ships, or just the buffets in general, isn't the best. And sailing on a more premium cruise line like Royal Caribbean, this is where it's at. This is where you get the good stuff. So sometimes the extra money's worth it. So breakfast in the buffet this morning was pretty solid. Unfortunately, the hash browns I got might have been sitting out for a little while because they weren't really crispy or crunchy or however you want it. They felt a little stale. So a little unfortunate, but everything else was pretty good. So we made our way down to the Royal Promenade, and Coda was wanting a Starbucks. Is drinking coffee right before we're about to get locked into a escape room the best idea? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. And in case you guys are curious, yes, Royal Caribbean does have a Been There series mug for Star of the Seas. The things you see on board Royal Caribbean. Later. To document this.
We put it twice, right?
You can just write our record in permanent because it's not.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Ain't nobody beating that record. Okay, so we just got done with the escape room. This was my first ever escape room. and we broke the record and broke the system. Thanks to Kidder over there, we kind of broke the system at the very end. It was a team effort. We had a bunch of other people in there with us besides just our core group, and it was so much fun. You just have to be observant and use your noodle a little bit, and you can get through it. Everyone contributed a little bit. I contributed some. And we beat the record for the escape room. The record was escaping with 21 minutes left, and we escaped with 24 minutes left, completely by luck. And there were a couple of things that we just bypassed altogether, that we either brute force or just by happy chance that we figured out. But that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Again, my first ever escape room experience, and I can see why people like it now. And I will happily do more, because this one has been begging me to do escape rooms. So we can do more. We are going to put you right here. Put you right there. Hopefully someone finds you. Okay, so I apologize in advance if any of you guys are watching with dogs, but babe,
He do squeaked.
you guys squeak them more.
If you love to cruise, you'll love my page. Cruises Forever 5.
That
And
is
they're
so
YouTube.
cute. You love finding ducks.
Hello. There we go.
Okay, so we all have our victory lunch. We came over to base camp up on deck 16. Included food. I got some tater tots, and I saw Brian put nacho cheese on his, so I had to do it, Mr. Smarty Pants. Carrie, what'd you get?
A smash burger.
A smash burger, there you go. I'm sorry, I'm like a waiter, your mouth is full, and I say, how is it?
There you go.
And Kidder, you got a burger as well?
Delicious, yeah.
It looks amazing.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to save room for Giovanni's later. My injections don't let me eat a lot, but what did you have that is now gone?
Pretzels.
Pretzels? Of course, your favorite. We also got a couple of drinks. I got a pina colada over here, and Coda got the drink of the day, which is a Goombay Smash. Her arm's in the way, but it's fine. So over here on deck 16 aft, they have a specialty, not really restaurant, but a location called Deserted, and you can get milkshakes here. They specialize in specialty milkshakes. Take a look at all of the toppings that they have over here and all the different ice cream flavors. This is nuts. Here's a quick look at the menu so that way you guys can see some of the prices and get an idea of what you're looking at. That is awesome. And I'm actually very impressed. They use like an actual milkshake machine. You don't see too many of those anymore.
It's the same one I have at home, too.
You have one at home?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's my most prized possession.
I was getting a fancy shake.
Classic chocolate shake.
And they have like a regular straw, so I'm very happy about that. Because I don't like those candy ones.
I know, yeah. I mean, it depends on the drink.
No, I hate those candy ones. I'd rather not have the shake.
Like if I have a pina colada or something and they have a pineapple straw, then it works. Or like a strawberry straw.
They get all mushy.
That's why you get a second one. And you just start nomming on it. It's a little snack. It's 2-in-1.
Yeah.
So we're heading on down to the music hall. And again, I am just obsessed with all the sculptures and stuff that they have on this ship. We're going down from 5 to 4, and they just have this down in the center of the stairwell, and it is so impressive. Okay, so we made it to the music hall, and we are here for Taylor Swift trivia. I am not a Taylor Swift fan in the slightest. I only know like maybe 2 songs. This one is a big Taylor Swift fan, but we're here with the real Taylor Swift fans. I'm expecting a free Mickey Mouse medal from these guys. I'm not gonna help at all, I'm just here to observe.
The thing is, we're bad at trivia because we can't like recall things, so we'll see how we do. We're really just here for the fun.
It's all about the fun.
All right, so listen carefully. Everybody pay attention. This is song number 1.
Yeah.
Do we just say that?
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
it. That's
you know
it. That's it. That's
It's
all we
easy.
got. I'm gonna play. This is song number 2. Número 2. Exactly. Número 2. You see, your daughter knows right away.
So, Kidder and I, we're just kind of here. We're just go team go. We're not helping at all.
Yeah, I mean, so far these are all
Alright.
hits. It's been so easy so far.
I'm gonna play one
We have
more
all of
song
them
and
right
then I'm
so far,
gonna
I can
pass
tell
to
you
the
that.
question, sir. The next song
Okay, so how we doing, team?
We have everything correct, guaranteed.
It's been so easy.
They need to throw in some like
Some curveballs. They need to throw in some like Taylor trivia, not like songs.
He's switching it to questions now.
Oh, well then there you go. See? Now the curveballs.
This is gonna be first question number 14 in your answer sheet. And the first question of Taylor Swift is, what is Taylor Swift's middle name? What is Taylor Swift's middle name? What's her birth date? Alright, what's her birthday date? I want day, month, and year, obviously.
I know her birthday more than I
I
know
want
my
the
own.
day, month, and year.
Oh, is that
of
why she likes the number
Taylor
13 so
Swift's
much?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Again, I don't know nothing. I am learning things.
We got 17 out of 20. We didn't know her dad's last names.
we knew their first names, and I got one of their last names.
And we didn't know how old she was when she won a Grammy, so...
And take a look at that. Everyone's trying to get an up-close look at the world's largest cruise ship. We're sailing next to the Norwegian Gem right now. That is really cool. I can't remember the last time we've sailed this close to another cruise ship just out in the water. Wait, did we have a sailor sighting? Is it happening? Oh my gosh. It's her. It's her. No way. Oh my gosh.
Toys probably. Treats is hard because she has like a strict life.
Hi.
Freeze dry.
Did you eat one?
She smells like...
Not me. Not me. She's a big fan.
Aww.
She's a big fan. Sailor, you're so pretty.
She's like, ew, the heat is gross.
The heat is really gross. Oh my gosh.
I'm the same. I'm from England, so and you're abusing it now every time. See? Good job. Good puppy.
Babe, do you want to get down behind her?
Cool.
Yes. Love it.
Where was she born?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the breeder, and then she was trained in plantation. Oh, you see it now, you hear it now, yeah.
Can she shake?
She kind of does pour. We're still learning this one.
Aww.
We believe in you.
Yay!
You're so good.
I hope that works.
Okay, we can get off the ship now. We saw Sailor. Cruise has been made. That was our primary goal for booking Star of the Seas, or just Icon Class in general. If we couldn't meet Rover, we wanted to see Sailor, and we saw Sailor. She's the most adorable thing in the world. Hopefully we see her again at some point in the cruise, but we can get off the ship happy now.
So what do we think? We've got Sailor, we have Rover. What do you think the Legends dog's name's gonna be, assuming they have a dog?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I don't know. We're gonna have to brainstorm that one. Leave your suggestion down in the comments below. What do you think the next dog name should be?
Captain, it's gonna be a boy.
Ooh, Captain. That'd be really interesting. Ooh, imagine if they breed the dogs.
No, so many royal puppies.
So many royal puppies.
They're not gonna, that'd make it a really perfect day at CocoCay for them.
All right, we made it back to the room. Do we have a towel animal? And if so, what is it?
We're gonna go with yes and an elephant.
You're gonna say elephant. I'm going to say a turtle.
Yes!
Oh my God, you finally got one right. Oh my gosh. Look at you. It's a little elephant.
I did it!
You did it, babe. Yay. And Back to the Future 3 is playing.
What's this?
I don't know. It's next cruise information. We are doing a back-to-back.
Please have your luggage ready before 8 a.m.
Okay, we'll get more into that in a little bit later. But that's really cool in case you guys are doing a back-to-back.
We still have another sea day.
Yeah, tomorrow's our last day, but they just give it to you a day early. It's not that bad.
No. Like, I mean, it's good.
It's good to know ahead of time.
And then it's got breakfast hours and everything.
Ooh, okay. So we've spent like the last almost hour or so over here at the Cove Pool. This is on deck 15 on the port side of the ship. It's not necessarily an adults-only pool. There are a couple of kids in the pool right now, but it is mostly adults in here. And it's not a big pool, but it's like a lesser known pool, and it's not as popular as like the Hideaway pool or the main pool that's across the way over there. And it's kind of like an infinity pool almost, because we're like right up on the edge over here with some glass. It's a really nice pool. It's honestly not bad. It's warm though. The pool itself is 92 degrees according to my watch right now. But yeah, it's been really nice. We haven't like brought the camera with us or anything. This is just on my phone. It's just a nice place to relax. Brian and Carrie were here earlier. Kidder's off to the side right there. We've just been vibing and just kind of chilling out. What are you doing? Nothing. Nothing? You getting some ice cream? Can I have a vanilla, please? I'm guilty too. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we are showered, dressed, and ready to go to dinner. Tonight, it's gonna be at Giovanni's. It is so quiet on the promenade right now. Holy moly. I guess a lot of people are kind of transitioning from daytime activities to dinner time. A lot of people are probably in their rooms getting showered and dressed just like we were. But here we are, guys, Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, our first time ever. So the weird thing about Giovanni's Italian Kitchen on Icon class is that it's on deck ship, and here is the Royal Promenade. Here's Giovanni's. It's kind of split down the middle with a thoroughfare, so you can walk from one end of deck 6 to the other, but you also have tables here. So it is entirely possible to be sitting here with a view of the promenade and the Pearl, which is awesome, but you'll have people going back and forth as you're eating, which can kind of be a little bit of a nuisance. All right, we are back with the squad at Giovanni's Italian Kitchen. Another night of fun with friends. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So over here on the menu, we have our antipastis, and it says it's for sharing. So we have assorted meat and cheese, we have a meatball, nana soup, a house salad, stromboli, Caesar salad, a truffle caprese salad, and calamari and polenta. Let's see, piatti principale e pizza. So I assume this is the entrees and the pizzas. We have chicken parm and ossobuco. Okay. We have an Alfredo fettuccine, lasagna classica, linguine. Let's see, penne alla puttanesca. We have spaghetti carbonara, spaghetti pomodoro, steak muffaletta. Ooh. Grilled filet mignon. We have Giovanni's pizza, margarita, pepperoni, meat lovers, truffle and eggs, Mama Italia, mixed mushroom, 7 cheese, and primavera. Okay. Decisions.
Biscotto, truffle mortadella, porchetta, that's the cuts. Porchetta is the last one. For the cheese, we do have the manchego, rana padana, gorgonzola, bocconcini. This one is going to be the fig chutney, which comes with prosciutto blended inside. So very amazing to go.
Love from the kitchen, just garlic nuts. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that looks incredible. Why do I feel like we're about to get so much food? Our appetizer has arrived. I opted for the truffle caprese. You can blame this one for converting me to caprese salads. I tried the one at Paolo for the first time, and I loved it. So now I have to get it every time. Dear Neptune, what have we done? We have 2 pizzas here, a meat lovers, and a margarita pizza. Oh my goodness, so much food already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, entrees have arrived. I opted for the filet mignon, and our waiter actually said that he enjoys this filet more than chops, so I'm really excited about that. It looks and smells amazing. And then I also opted for the spaghetti carbonara. Ever since I went to Italy and tried proper carbonara for the first time, I've been dying to have it again. So we'll see how this one compares, but just based off of looks pretty darn close, and it smells pretty darn close. So they just brought us the dessert menu. You can see they have a cannoli, they have Go Bananas, which is a favorite, Mama's tiramisu, pistachio panna cotta, and a chocolate ravioli. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for the banana and Nutella stromboli. That looks amazing. Coda opted for the tiramisu. Looks really nice. Kidder opted for the cannolis. Those look amazing. And Carrie got the chocolate raviolis. And Brian opted for some chocolate ice cream. I just realized I never reviewed the food at Giovanni's, so let me go ahead and remedy that now. Everything was incredible. The pizza was delicious and flavorful, and the filet was fantastic and cooked to perfection. The carbonara was really good as well. Not as good as Italy, but it's pretty darn close, and the dessert stromboli was phenomenal. Overall, I'm very pleased to say that Giovanni's is my new favorite onboard restaurant on Royal Caribbean. I hope the food is just as good across all the other ships, but we'll be sure to test it out on our upcoming sailings. Now it's time for the main event of the evening. Let's head on over to the Royal Theater to experience Back to the Future the musical. Okay, so we finally made it into the theater. It is going on 8:20 right now. The show doesn't start until 9. It got crowded out there in the lobby. I mean, me personally, I got in line just before 7:30 and I was chilling there for a little while, and then, you know, people gradually kept coming in and lining up. So just be prepared for that. And again, reservations are required for the show. There is going to be a standby line in case there are any seats available, so they will fill this theater to capacity. But it is worth noting that there is the orchestra level, and then there's also a mezzanine level up there on deck 5. So we're on deck 4 right now. Orchestra is down here. But I am so pumped for this show. This is like one of the primary reasons why I wanted to sail on Star of the Seas, is because Back to the Future the musical is one of my all-time favorite musicals. Like, I'm wearing the shirt and everything. I know this show like the back of my hand. I was there for the very first preview performance in New York, and I was there for the final performance in New York City before it left the Winter Garden Theater. So I'm just really excited for this show. I hope it's translated well onto a cruise ship. I'm really excited for Coda to see it because she's heard nothing but Back to the Future the musical.
I paid for him to go the first time.
Yes. She's heard nothing but Back to the Future the musical for like the last couple of months. I was getting so hyped for this. So we'll see you guys when we're done. Before we go though, I do want to point out some similarities between, you know, this and the actual production that they had in the Winter Garden Theater. I'm very happy that they kept like all of the circuitry lighting going throughout the entire theater. Well, not really the entire theater, but the stage. And it's like, it's all projections. So at the Winter Garden Theater, all the electrical conduit wiring and stuff was built into the theater itself with legitimate lighting, but this is all projections. Not perfect, but it's still really cool. So in case you guys are curious what's on the QR codes, Coda scanned it, and it's basically a virtual playbill. So you know how you would go to New York and you would get the booklet that tells you more about the show and all the cast and everything? Even your local theater, yeah. Like, it gives you the entire cast, and then it gives you background information on all the cast members and previous work that they've done, which is awesome. And then towards the bottom, it gives like credits to the technical team and the orchestra. Like, that's a pretty big orchestra, and all of these guys are behind the scenes. Like, there's not an actual like orchestra pit here. They're all behind the scenes, but they're all still playing, and they're all credited here, which is awesome. Okay, hi, me again. So I just spoke to the cruise director because I went to use the restroom before the show actually started, and I asked him about the show, and he said that there's no intermission in this show. It just goes straight on through and plays like a movie. And I was wondering what songs got cut from the original production, because this is an abridged version of the West End and Broadway show. The opening Act 2 number, if you guys are familiar with that, got cut in its entirety, plus a couple of other songs. So it's very interesting. I'm hoping that I still enjoy the show as much as I did on Broadway. But that opening Act 2 song, I enjoyed. The cruise director himself said that he hated that number, but I actually enjoyed it, so I'm kind of sad to see it go. But we'll see. I mean, this show was, you know, produced with the cruise ship in mind, with the help of Bob Gale, and he was actually on the last couple of cruises, you know, overseeing everything. So if it's got his approval, then it must be good. So we'll see you guys when it's done. So unfortunately, we have a show stop right at the climax of the show. It's okay. The ship is brand new. They're still trying to get used to things.
It's a preview. It
is a preview. It's fine. They said that they expect to resume in just a moment. There's a look at the standby signage. Very interesting. Hopefully it's not too long, and hopefully we can kind of circle back to where we were. Okay, so we just got done with Back to the Future, the musical, and before I say anything, I want to get a perspective and review from someone who's never seen the show before. Babe.
I was gonna say, who's that? No, it was really good. I liked the turntable. I did not enjoy being blinded, because even like, I've seen the movie enough times this cruise. So like, oh, okay, they're having a conversation, like, and like my eyes will drift. And something will happen and I'll get stroke.
There's a party going on in the promenade right now. That's what you're hearing.
Emo hour.
Praying Mr. Brightside. So would you recommend people check it out if they're on Star of the Seas?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Okay. Now, from the perspective of someone who really loves the show and knows it like the back of his hand. The way I'm going to put this is they kept the meat and bones, but they trimmed all the fat. So they cut a lot of verses from a lot of songs. They cut several songs entirely from the production, and they got rid of the intermission. So the Act 2 opening song has been cut in its entirety, and they got rid of some of the side conversations and side moments that give the show a little bit more charm, and I wish they could have kept some of that, but again, you're on a cruise ship and there's only so much you can do. There's only so much time that you can spend inside the theater without needing an intermission, so I understand it. The best parts of the show are still there, and the finale moment is still there, which I really, really enjoyed. In the real production on land, there were some effects that had to do with flames that they could not replicate here, unfortunately. They did the best they could with smoke effects, but it doesn't translate really well. So overall, I was very pleased.
Which we have not seen the traveling production, so we don't know if the flames translate to traveling production or not.
Yes, that is true as well. You guys can let me know in the comments if you've seen the traveling production, if the flames are there. But anyways, overall, I still really enjoyed the show. I cannot wait to see it again, and I'm very happy that it lives on here on Star of the Seas for at least the next 5 years, because that's how long the current contract is for. I'm very sad that it left New York City. It does still exist in the West End.
Maybe we should go see it.
I really want to go see it on the West End, but yeah, overall, I had a lot of fun with it. I definitely recommend that you guys check it out, especially if you are a huge Back to the Future fan like I am. So we made it back inside the room for the night, and we have another gift from Royal Caribbean, Star of the Sea. This is a paddle set. What the heck? Like, is pickleball? Is that what this is? Ready, set, hold up. Ready, set, serve. Practice your swing and land in ace. Oh my gosh. A Star of the Seas pickleball set. Look at this. With the Crown and Anchor logo right here. Royal Caribbean. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it from us for night 3 of the cruise. We have one more night left of this particular sailing before we do a back-to-back and hop on another 3 nights. This video isn't over yet. We still have a whole nother day to show you guys tomorrow coming up right now. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 4 of our cruise on board Star of the Seas. This is the final day of this particular sailing. Tomorrow, we actually start a back-to-back where we get right back on board the ship for another 3-night sailing. But today, we're starting... I don't know why I did this. We're starting the day off by doing the Crown's Edge. And if you guys don't know what that is, it is the high ropes course where you dangle off the side of the ship, where you're on a platform, it drops from under you, and you go. I don't know why I signed myself up for this.
You already paid.
I already paid for it. It was kind of like a YOLO thing, you know. Maybe it would be cool to do for the video, and now I woke up this morning and I am scared. I'm terrified, but let's go ahead and get this thing started. So yes, this is what I am getting ready to do. It is a high ropes course. Granted, it's not a very long one. You can see it like circles back around right here. But this guy's about to do it. I think he's one of the instructors. So there's the platform over there that drops out from under you, and you are literally over the side of the ship right now. It is a sea day, and you just go all the way across and over. Oh boy, that is the most nerve-wracking part. Ah, and look who came to watch me die. Yeah. I'm terrified. Have you guys done this before?
I did it, yeah.
Okay, you've done it.
It's
okay.
not that bad. You can do it.
I've always been too scared.
Yeah, like, I have not that big of a fear of heights. Like, I'll do roller coasters and stuff, but it's just being over water. Like, I've never done bungee jumping or skydiving or anything like that, so like...
What about like zip lining?
I've done zip lining before, but many years ago.
Okay. It's kind of like zip lining. So.
What I don't like is that the floor drops beneath you, so it's like not your choice to go. It's like...
I think that's what it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I like having my own choice, but... okay, let's get this over with. My friends are gonna film me do it.
This is Brian, filming for Theme Park Express guest videographer. Adrian's up first of the group. It's a bold strategy. Probably, it's probably better because then you don't have to watch anybody else fall before you or something. Yeah, it's very windy, but this camera has a dead cat on it. And I don't mean a microphone cover, I mean an actual dead cat. Okay, here he goes, his first steps on the bridge. This is the easy part. If he falls here, that's not good. Is he taking the... Oh, he's going with the hard way, not the easy way. Okay, not taking the easy way out. Let's see. Next challenge here. Oh!
What am I doing?
No, I know from experience, once you get to this part over here, then you see, all you see when you look down is just the ocean, and that's when it gets really scary.
I feel like we should all run around to the other side.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna run to the other side. Okay, he's at the end of the plank, he's walking the plank. Sort of like what a pirate does, okay. Oh, there he goes. Now that part right there, that seems dangerous. You swing a lot over there. But he made it. He survived. Okay, Adrian, you survived. How was it?
That was definitely one of the most terrifying things I've ever done in my life. And I was okay until they told me to like sit down in my harness before I went.
Yeah.
That's kind of like them checking to see if it can hold your weight. And that's the most terrifying thing. Like the maximum weight limit is 297 pounds, which is a very specific
Yeah, that
number.
is very specific.
But like, I know for a fact I'm well under that. But still, it's just it's the part knowing that I am heavy, I'm on the heavier end, and so I have to trust this thing to hold my weight. And then the next hurdle was stepping out over the water. You go out over the edge, and you look down, and it's nothing but water. There's literally nothing else under you. And then they have you stand on a platform and wait while they count down, and then it drops out from under you, and then you just go. And again, it's just up to God at that point as to whether or not you make it to the other end. But I did it. They offered to let me go again.
Okay.
I said no. I was very happy with doing it.
I said the same thing.
Like, I'm just happy that I did it. I conquered my fears. I'm done. I never have to do it again.
Yeah.
Would I ever do it again? Maybe. Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Do I recommend it? Yes. If you are looking to conquer your fears in a relatively safe environment. I mean, I say relatively, like it is a safe environment. There are so many checks, so many harnesses.
Yeah.
They do everything to make sure that you are safe. If you want to conquer your fears, this is definitely the place to do it.
Yeah.
So over here on the Icon class of ships, the adults only area is called the Hideaway, and this is the whole location over here. And plus it includes that pool in that area down there with a bar. I think that's the Hideaway bar. But you come out over here and we have the Hideaway pool. You can see that it's an infinity pool. Quite a few people in there right now, definitely not as crowded as we've seen it in the past, but the water is a little cloudy and it's making me a little uncomfortable, so we're definitely not gonna get in that water at the moment. But still, it's really nice. It's going on almost 11:45 in the morning, and this is what it's like. A lot of chairs have been taken. There aren't too many empty seats, but hey, it's a great place for people to hang out if they want to get away from the kids. And I'm not the only one who's doing the Crown's Edge. It is now Coda's turn. All right, sweetheart, you just conquered Crown's Edge. What do you think?
It was different. I think I'm too short for the bridge. I don't know if they tightened me up too much or what, but I think I was too short for the bridge. But otherwise, it was fun. Scary, but scary.
You look like you handled it a lot better than I did, for sure. I mean, you did scream too when the thing
good,
dropped. Yeah. It's very sudden and it's very nerve-wracking just looking down at the water. But so, would you recommend it to people?
If you like to do the fun and crazy things, then yes.
Would you do it again? I mean, you did do it twice, but...
I mean, maybe if my family came, but like if it's just you and I, again, I don't need to.
Was it as scary as you thought it would be?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't like heights.
Yeah, same. I mean, your fear of heights is arguably a lot worse than mine, but it's nerve-wracking. Yeah. But I'm very happy that you did it, baby. Good job. Okay, so we made it here to the Trellis Bar in Central Park, and we're gonna have some lunch. They do have food here. It is an added cost. So here's a look at the options. You have a Caesar salad, beet tartare, mac and cheese poppers, crab cake fritters, steak bites, crispy truffle fries, and Chops dry-aged burger. All of these sound amazing. I'm not gonna get a burger. I'm not looking to get anything too big right now. I just took my shot yesterday. So maybe we'll share some fries, maybe some steak bites. We'll see. Okay, to start, we got some drinks. I, of course, opted for a pina colada, and Coda opted for something called the Berry Press. It's got strawberries, lavender syrup, lemon juice, and club soda. Okay, so 30 minutes later, our fries have arrived, and this is what we got. I was expecting a little bit more for truffle fries, especially for $8 truffle fries. I expected more. So go ahead and just pour these out. So that's what $8 got us at the Trellis Bar. So, I mean, are they at least good? That face says no.
It's a fry. I don't know where the truffle is.
Oh no. Okay, so far Trellis Bar fries at least 0 out of 10.
They're decent fries.
Brian and Carrie got a bunch of different food though, and it looked a lot better than what we got.
Mac and cheese bites are impeccable. That's what you gotta get.
Okay, we'll try that next time, maybe on the next cruise. But yeah, fries, don't bother. So when it comes to dining at the Trellis Bar, you're mostly paying for like the venue and just the ambiance of being outside in Central Park, which is nice. And I did have the opportunity to try a couple of the mac and cheese bites that Brian and Carrie ordered, and those were really good. Fries, on the other hand, they were just basic fries, so don't get that. But when it comes, here's the thing, there are so many other complimentary options for food on board Star of the Seas that you don't really need to eat at the trellis bar. So unless you're specifically looking for that atmosphere, looking to get a drink, and looking to be in that outdoor vibe, then I would pass on trellis bar food. So we made it to deck 7 aft. You can see the family pool over here that has been drained. That means a kid went number 2 in the water, which is really unfortunate.
Your kids need to be 100% potty trained, no swim diapers.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for that reason alone. But I wanted to point this out over here. They do have archery that they're setting up right now, and it's like the air archery. So they're gonna have a little target that's floating in the air, and you have to kind of shoot it out of the air. That's really interesting. All right, babe, time to channel your inner Merida. Come on, Katniss Everdeen. Oh, almost. Oh, there you go. Look at that, you have the braid and everything. You got this. You gotta hit something for the video.
No.
There you go. Last shot, babe. Oh, so close. So close. So close. Oh. Yeah. Way out.
You're doing great. Yay! Do you understand my frustration?
Yes, I understand. Give me something. You raised it. Thank you.
Now we wait for Carrie to finish.
So I just looked out over the back of the ship and we can see a Carnival cruise off on the distance over there. It's actually kind of close. That's the Carnival Elation according to Cruise Mapper. You can also see that the water is getting more and more choppy as time progresses because the hurricane is pretty close to us. I mean, you can't really tell right now, but it's like several hundred miles away and we're starting to feel the effects over here. The winds have started to pick up and the water is getting a lot more choppy. And I think it's very interesting because a lot of cruise ships are hanging out in this area. I think there's a designated safe zone in the Bahamian waters where there's just a bunch of cruise ships hanging around to kind of like avoid the worst of the hurricane as far as like the waves are concerned. Does that make any sense? So like, I'm going to show you the horizon in a little bit, but we're definitely doing this. And over the course of just today, we've passed like 5 or 6 different cruise ships, all just hanging out in this area.
Hiding. It's this ship. It's moving. There's a lot of movement on this ship.
Alright, we've made it back to the room. We assume that it has been done. Coda guessed a turtle. I'm gonna guess a swan.
Look at him.
It's a demented bear. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Wow. That's cute. And then we have the tip sheet for additional gratuities. There's so many lines on the camera. Good lord, the camera does not like the lighting in here. I think it's the frequency. Like, we need to put it up higher. Let's see. Well, just Turn it all on. Whoops. My bad. There we go. Hey, now the camera likes it. So Coda and I, we've just been hanging out on the balcony for like the last hour and a half or so, and we're just vibing out here. The weather, when you're in the shade, is nice and perfect, and there's a really nice breeze outside because of the storm that's off in the distance. The water is pretty gosh darn choppy, which is unfortunate, but thankfully the ship is so large that we're barely feeling it. If we were on a smaller ship, then we would definitely be feeling this, because looking at the waves right now, it is choppy, and it's only going to get worse from here, unfortunately. Thankfully, tomorrow we are in Port Canaveral for the majority of the day before heading back out, but I feel like Wednesday night into Thursday is when it's going to be the worst, because that's when the storm is going to be parallel to us almost. So
hopefully we go south.
Hopefully we go south rather quickly. So yeah, I'm just editing here in the balcony right now, which is awesome. Something that I've always wanted to do is just chill out on the balcony and edit in the middle of the day and just vibe. And then we had Sailor right outside our room. I don't think, because I didn't have a video camera for that, right?
No.
No. So, little in between of what we've been doing. So, on the Facebook groups, people were saying that they were wanting to trade their pickleball paddles. And when I first walked into the room, I saw the pickleball paddle that said Royal Caribbean, and I was like, oh man, I wanted it to say Star of the Seas, because I saw people posting a picture of the blue one that says Star of the Seas, and someone wanted a pink one. And I said, hey, I would love to trade. And so we, messaged on Facebook, and we found a time and place to meet. As soon as I walked out of the room, Sailor was right there, right outside of our room. So I came running back inside to grab Coda, and we got this picture with Sailor right outside of our stateroom, which was fantastic. And then we went down and traded paddles and stuff. And yeah, now we're just back here. I'm editing and getting a video out for you guys, and it's just we're just relaxing and having a great time.
We saw dolphins.
We did see dolphins. I completely forgot. We saw dolphins. Like, as soon as we got outside on our balcony, we were kind of standing out here for a minute, and then Coda, she's got eyes like a hawk. She can see things that I can never dream of seeing. And there were some dolphins that were just playing in the water and jumping in the waves, which was really cool. We're about to head out to dinner, but I just want you guys to admire our little towel animal garden, or as Brian and Carrie would call it, a Gus garden. They're adorable. Unfortunately, on our next cruise, we're only going to get 2 towel animals, because they don't do a towel animal on the first night.
That's assuming I don't steal them and take them with us.
Okay, you have fun with that. Just off the boat. With
Walk
all
up
of them.
to customs like, do you have anything to declare? Yes.
Something crazy that I want to point out is that throughout this cruise, I've never felt like we were in that much of a crowded situation, aside from the casino. The casino on that first night was absolutely insane. But other than like the pool areas, the rest of the ship pretty much looks like this, where there's plenty of room to spread out, plenty of room for activities. There's so much to do on this ship that it spreads people out very well, and I appreciate that. What did we just walk in on, babe? What is going on? We're in the middle of it all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so in case it wasn't obvious, we are in the main dining room for dinner tonight. We are sharing the table with our friends that we've been hanging out with the entire cruise, Brian, Carrie, and Kidder. And the main dining room looks really nice. I'm actually very surprised. It's 3 stories tall. I don't remember if Allure was it 3 stories? It is massive. It is insane how massive these main dining rooms are. But I think, is the 3rd floor like just for my time dining?
Yes.
Yeah.
4 and 5.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So everything else is like regular time stuff. It's actually quite empty in here, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to have to wait a little bit, but we just walked right in and had a table. So let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So for starters, you have a Mediterranean tapas medley, pan-seared asparagus, chilled shrimp cocktail, French onion soup, Caesar salad, and a seafood cake. For main courses, you have pecan-crusted salmon, autumn turkey dinner, braised lamb, grilled steak, spaghetti bolognese, vegetable Greek moussaka, grilled chicken breast and chicken chettinade. We, of course, have premium selections that do cost extra. Maine lobster tail, grilled filet mignon. We also have a surf and turf. And then we have our desserts down here, which include a warm apple cobbler, crema catalana, dark chocolate brownie, ice cream, layered peach trifle, black forest tart, and an artisan-style cheese plate. All right, appetizers have arrived. I opted for the shrimp cocktail, and Coda opted for the Mediterranean tapas medley. Looks really interesting. So entrees are starting to arrive at the table. Coda opted for the steak. That actually looks really good. Oh my goodness. And my entree has arrived. I opted for the braised lamb shank. This looks amazing. All right, desserts have arrived. I opted for the warm apple cobbler. It comes with ice cream. And Coda opted for the warm chocolate brownie.
That comes with ice cream.
With vanilla ice cream. See, now, I don't know about you, but every time I get into an elevator, my force of habit is to walk in and immediately go to push a button. There are no buttons.
No, because you usually push the button. My goal is just to get in, and so other people can get behind.
Yeah, and so like the question is now, like, what is the purpose of this massive screen? Like, what else are they going to display here? Because they only ever display the floor numbers over here and then down below. So like, what's the point? I don't understand it. I mean, it's not a complaint. By any means am I not complaining, but it's just different. So we stumbled inside the Aquadome, and check this out, guys. They're getting ready for the naming ceremony tomorrow. That's so cool. Like, they're gonna bust a champagne bottle, and they're gonna have the godmother of the ship come on board. It's gonna be a whole thing, and I think the CEO is gonna be here too. There's gonna be a whole bunch of bigwigs. Unfortunately, this is going to be in the Aquadome, which means that seating is gonna be very limited, and it's gonna be invite only, so we're not gonna be able to see any of it, which really sucks, even though we're on this cruise. But it's still really cool to see, like, the practice of it. Yeah, see, look, they're testing everything out right now.
Setting up our bottle break activation. In just a moment, a shining star symbolizing the ship's spirit will be delivered to Captain. Then, our godmother will place the star into the splendor, igniting the official naming and triggering the ceremonial bottle break at the bow of the ship. And you'll witness it all live on the screen beside me. But before that, Kelly, would you like to say a few words? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Kelly, will you do us the honor? She says, I named this ship Star of the Seas. May God bless her and all who sail on her. Ball's running and smash. There it is. The Star of the Seas is officially named. From the Royal Caribbean family to yours, thank you for being a part of this unforgettable night. Let's take celebration across the ship.
Okay, so we just got back to our room after dinner. We're gonna get changed and head on up to the pool area, but take a look at this. I met Carrie and Brian from Views and Cues, and all I got was this exclusive magnet pack. Oh my gosh, and then take a look at this down here. They gave us a magnet pack. Guys, what the heck? I know, we wanted to buy them, but they gave it to us. How awesome is that? Thank you, guys. Now, I know we have some more gifts inside the room, too.
Not from Brian and Carrie.
Not from Brian and Carrie. What do we get? Ooh, Steph.
It's stuff to get off.
I know, right? Get off. Let's see. Oh, that is so cool. They're personalized. First sailing.
Captain and everything.
Oh my gosh. And this is like nice paper too.
We got an envelope to keep it safe.
You see? Maiden voyage. Maiden voyage. Wait, is there something else in here?
It's a picture.
Ooh. That is so cool.
That's nice.
That is awesome. I love the fact that we've been getting free stuff. I really hope that we get free stuff on the Destiny Maiden Voyage and the Adventure Maiden Voyage
Just
because...
a little something.
Yeah, just a little something. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but, you know, Royal treats us well. And that's awesome. So we just got out of the hot tub. We were chilling in the pool for a while. I haven't seen you guys since dinner, so hi. But it is like pouring rain outside right now. And we're not sure if it's one of the bands from Hurricane Erin or not. But the seas have been a little choppy all day, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was like part of the hurricane, but you can kind of see it in the light. It's raining like crazy. And it started off nice and gentle too, but it got a little too rough, so we got out of the hot tub. So we are showered, dressed, and ready to go to our final show of this particular sailing, which is the last show that we haven't seen yet, and that is Seoul, and that is going to be located in the ice rink at the very back of the ship. But the way to get there is a little wonky. Let me show you. So in order to get to the ice rink, you have to walk through Playmakers, which is on deck 6 aft. There's literally no other way to get there. You got to cut through this active restaurant and sports bar in order to get to the ice rink, which is weird. So here we are at absolute zero. And then once you get here, you go downstairs, back a deck, and here we are. So I would just like to remind you guys, we are still on a cruise ship. Look at this place. This place is huge. How? Just literally how? I am still, every day, blown away at what they are able to do with modern engineering on cruise ships. This is nuts. So once again, it needs to be said that reservations are required for shows on board Star of the Seas and for any of the larger ships in Royal Caribbean's fleet in general. They are checking at the door your SeaPass card to make sure that you actually have a reservation. There is going to be a standby line, but again, it's never really guaranteed that you're going to get entry into the theater for whatever show you're looking for. So just be aware of that. But with all that being said, we are set and ready for the ice skating show. We'll show you guys as much as we can from the show. It should be a lot of fun.
I'm on the street. When I start to dance, everything goes chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. The señorita.
Oh, I hope I don't lose you. Please stay. Please. Your legs is throw your keys up. Hey, stick around, round, round, round.
Okay, Seoul, the ice skating show on board Star of the Seas. That was very, very interesting. There was one part in particular that I did not enjoy, and that was, I mean, I didn't, I shouldn't say didn't enjoy.
We went over this in the Mardi Gras videos. He's not a country person.
No. No, the country part was fine. It was the rodeo clowns.
That was wild.
I
it
know,
was just
but
wild.
just like you remove those rodeo clown segment, and I believe that show was perfect. It was beautiful. The choreography was great. Everything was awesome. They ended it off with a bang with the ramps and stuff. That was really cool. It was overall a beautiful show. Did any part of that show really have to do with Seoul? No, I mean like they referenced the temperature.
They said fireball.
like they referenced the temperature a couple times, and they like, you know, picked random places throughout the United States to like base the segment of the show on. But
hot.
Other than that, it was just a mishmash of a bunch of random things and concepts and songs that I mean, should you really expect a storyline from an ice skating show? I don't think so. It was still enjoyable. Like, these are just little nitpicks. It was still very enjoyable, and I had a blast with it, and I highly recommend you guys come and check it out if you're on Star of the Seas. It was just confusing. I have no idea what's going on. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to back-to-back day here on board Star of the Seas. We just completed our first 4-night cruise on board this massive mega ship, and now we are getting off in Port Canaveral and getting right back on again for another 3-night sailing. We're starting the day off by showing you guys what it's like to go back-to-back on the world's largest cruise ship over here at Port Canaveral, and show you guys just basically the whole process, so that way you guys know what to expect in case you're planning on doing the same thing. So let's go ahead and get this day off started. It is just after 8 a.m. in the morning. We do have to be out of the room, and thankfully all of our bags are going to be transferred by our room host over to our next room because we are switching rooms in between cruises. So we can't wait to show you that a little bit later, but for right now, let's go ahead and get on out of here and get this day started. So long, little dudes. We'd like to believe that you will live to see another day.
Hopefully they come to our next room.
Hopefully. So here's the crazy thing. We made it down to the Royal Promenade, and take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. There's going to be a balloon drop for this next cruise, and we primarily think that it's because of the naming ceremony, because this 3-night cruise that we're getting on is when they officially christen the Star of the Seas. I was about to say Disney Star. That's not it. So, like, the last cruise was technically the maiden voyage, and there were quite a few people, including myself, who were pretty disappointed that there was no balloon drop, because I've never experienced a balloon drop before on Royal Caribbean. But now they're finally doing one here. So it's very, very interesting. And again, I'm not complaining because I'm lucky enough to be on a back-to-back cruise, but I know several people in the maiden voyage group who are pretty upset when they saw them putting these up last night. So since we are doing a back-to-back cruise, we do need to make our way over to the main dining room on deck 5. That's going to be our meeting point. I'm very curious to see how many back-to-back cruisers there are, because I'm 99% sure there's quite a few. Okay, so wait, babe. What are we gonna name this dog? We have to give it a name. It can't be Rover, can't be Sailor. How about Skater?
Sure.
Skater?
Sure.
There we go.
Be shy in the nose.
Skater. Okay, so we made it inside the main dining room, and this is where we're gonna pick up our room keys. Holy moly, there are so many room keys. Wow. Look at all the room keys on the table. All these people are doing back-to-back. Thank you so much. All right, current time is 9:40 in the morning, and we are all making our way out of the main dining room and getting off the ship to get off and check right back in. So we were sitting in here for about an hour. We walked in and sat down at a little after 8:30 in the morning, or maybe a little bit before. Either way, we were in there for a little while waiting for all the other guests to get off, and now we're all making our way off as a group. There are over 450 people who are doing a back-to-back cruise. That is insane. I have never seen a number like that before. I mean, granted, we've only ever done a back-to-back once, and that was on the Wish.
During COVID.
During COVID. So this is a whole new experience for us on a whole different cruise line doing a back-to-back.
I hope to see her again real soon.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
All right, we're off the ship. Camera is foggy because it's humid. Making our way down the gangway. I was about to say jet bridge. We're making, honestly, yeah, one's for a plane, one's for a boat. Either way, we're making our way off right now, and we are going to go through the check-in process again, where they check our documents, and then they'll hopefully let us on the ship relatively soon. Wow, take a look at all those balloons that they have set up over there. They had this set up when we got here, but we never walked directly by it, so we never got a picture of it. So we literally went through the customs hall, went through the customs line and scanned our faces at passport control, and we got back in another line, and now we are making our way back into the main terminal to get back onto the ship. Pretty easy process, but it just takes a little while, particularly today because there are so many people doing back-to-backs. On a normal occasion, you'd maybe have less than 100 people doing a back-to-back, so your experience is going to be a little bit better and faster than what we're going through right now. So all those people down there are getting onto the cruise for the first time now. These are people that were outside and they were just let in, so we're getting on first. So all these people that are sitting down are people that have just checked in and they're waiting for all the back-to-backers to get on. I can only imagine what they're thinking right now, seeing everybody just bypass them.
Especially, this is express boarding seating.
Oh yeah, oh God, this is express boarding seating, wow. Very quick, very easy process. It is going on 10:20 right now and we're making our way back on board the ship. And welcome back aboard, ladies and gentlemen, the world's largest cruise ship, Star of the Seas. It's like we never left. We're back on board. My new favorite cruise ship in the world. I'm already calling it. Already saying it here. My favorite cruise ship in the world. I love it. First things first though, we need to go to our muster station. Let's go ahead and get that done first. So our muster station was inside the fitness center and we're leaving right now and it says look like an icon. This is clearly something that was left over from Icon of the Seas that they didn't really switch over or think to switch over because it should say look like a star. What are you doing? Nothing?
Farewell, my friend.
Of course, the first place we need to rope drop is Windjammer. And check it out. Washi washi. Oh my gosh. I love it. Let's wash our hands. They're rolling out the welcome wagon for us. We're here. I love it. Yes. First one's here in the buffet. Oh my gosh. Hello, good morning. Oh my gosh, look at all of this. Everything looks fantastic. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Coda just spotted a dolphin down here, which by the way, we have our food, and Coda, of course, got a spot by the window. She's got to look for her turtles and her sea life, and she just saw a dolphin, and I kind of saw it too. She got a picture. I'm sure this won't be the last marine animal that we see from this spot. I think this is officially the best breakfast I've ever had. It is not even 11 a.m. It's going on 10:45 right now. And this is what I am dining on today. Good Lord, I love Royal Caribbean. And I also got an Oreo cheesecake as well. Do a flip.
Yeah, like the ones from the street.
Look at him. Oh, he's playing. Did he get a fish? Yep.
3 of them. Because there's 2 tails.
Yeah, look at them. They're chasing fish. Oh, yeah, there's 3. Wow.
Do you like my there's 2 tails?
The fish are swimming away. Go, go, go. Swim for your lives. This is so entertaining. Yeah, there's a 3rd. All right, breakfast at the Windjammer was really good. I'm calling it breakfast because it was 10:45 in the morning. Brunch, I guess. But now it is time for us to go to our room. Even though it is going on 11:40 in the morning right now, because we are back-to-back cruisers, our rooms are available at 11. So we can go inside and change, do what we need to do, and get the day started. So our plan right now is to go into the room, get settled in, and then go to Thrill Water Park, because this is going to be one of the only times that we're going to be able to go to Thrill Water Park without a whole bunch of people there on Imbarcation Day. We're already kind of in our bathing suits, so let's go. Okay, so we've made it to our room, 9120 for our back-to-back sailing, and we can go into our room. All of our stuff is already here, and take a look at this. Oh my gosh. not only do we have the hats, but we also have a little Marty McFly duck. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in room 9120 on Star of the Seas. This is at the very forward of the ship, and this is an ocean view room that is slightly obstructed. We will get into that in just a little bit. So, we walk in, and the room is kind of reversed from our last cabin, where the sofa is over here, and the bed is closer to the window, which is really interesting. I kind of like that setup. So again, we have our sofa over here. All of our bags have been delivered to the room from our previous stateroom, which is fantastic. We have the same closet space over here, which, by the way, we missed this completely in our last stateroom tour. So we have the full-length mirror over here. Hello. And there was a comment left on that Imbarcation Day video for the very first one that said that we missed storage space. This is a whole closet over here with a safe. We were wondering, like, where is the safe in our cabin? And why is there, like, not enough storage? There's storage here. Yes?
Hey.
Hey. So yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out to us in the comments. And again, we have our wire shelves or wire drawers over here. On the opposite side, we have the same desk as before, all of our literature. We have our mini fridge right down there with a chair. And then we have our bed over here, massive TV on the wall, which we appreciate. We have an outlet on this side as well as a USB-A. On the opposite side, we do, not have any charging, actually. Huh. Coda's offended by that. In the last room, we had at least a USB-A on the opposite side, so that is very interesting. And now we have our view. So you can see there's a little bench right here, or a little cushion, so that way you can sit down and look out. And it is slightly obstructed. There's a bar in the way, but like it looks like there's a balcony over here. So I don't know if this is like actual walkable space for someone. Like, we know that there's a balcony room right there, but yeah, very interesting. We shall get back to you on this and see if there's anything to report back on, because I can't see anything off in that direction. But if we start seeing people over here, then we'll just know to keep our blinds closed. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the bathroom is pretty much exactly the same as what we had in our previous cabin. We have a toilet, storage on the side over here, the wonky door into the shower, which it's a little wobbly, which is interesting. And then we have our limited storage space on top over here, all the storage over here, including the outlets, and storage underneath. But with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and leave the camera here, and we're going to head on upstairs to go to Thrill Water Park. Obviously, I can't take this big camera with me, and they don't allow filming on any of the water slides, so we'll just go ahead and let you know how it is when we're done. All right, we have made it to Thrill Island Water Park. We're going to go ahead and set our stuff down and have some fun. The first slide we're going to hit is this family one over here, where you go out and over the side of the ship. Oh my gosh, like, hold on, take a look at this. You go out and over the side of the ship. This is gonna be fun.
You have fun with that?
Yeah, we're about to do the super scary, like, not the drop slide, but a drop slide. So, I'll see you guys when we're done.
Okay, we're leaving. I'm not doing that.
I can see why you didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
That goes right up your shorts. Oh my god.
Pockets were turned out.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not only that, it took your money too.
It was fun though. It's not really that scary. It's really short. So like as soon as you drop off the edge, it's over. So it's fun.
Yeah.
Cowabunga, dude. Oh no! Okay, so a couple of things. We're done with all the slides over here in Thrill Water Park, and we even did the flow rider, which was awesome. Word of warning for these mat slides, because there are slides where you can actually have a mat and slide down on your stomach. The dark blue one has been giving people problems the whole cruise. There's a really tight turn at the end. Let me see if I can show you. There's a really tight turn right here at the ends that are causing the people to hit their heads, and people in the Facebook group have said that it hurts. And Coda did, that's not Coda, that's Carrie. Coda did the dark blue one and hit her head, and I got a nose full of water on the light blue one, so just be aware of that. Also guys, this green slide, terrifying, because you know, me and Coda, we're not the lightest people in the world, especially me. And you go down and you get launched over the side of that thing. We were at the very far edge of that before coming back down. It was pretty terrifying. And I was going backwards the whole time too. 0 out of 10. Still had a lot of fun, but it was terrifying. So I don't know about you, but back-to-backs are the way to go. Like, your back-to-back day is going to be the most relaxing day of the cruise, because the biggest benefit is having the early access to your room. Getting on board the ship and almost having immediate access to your room and being able to drop off your stuff and not have to worry about carrying anything around, and already being in your bathing suit. Like, you can take advantage of the water park and the flow rider and all the pools. Like, you can see Brian and Carrie over here. There's no one else in the pool except for a small child. But like, this has been so relaxing, so awesome. Everyone is in their rooms right now because they just opened up like 20 minutes ago, and everyone's getting themselves settled in. Meanwhile, we're already settled in. We're hopping in the pool and enjoying ourselves. This is awesome. I love back-to-back cruises. We need to do this more often. So that last clip that we filmed was not even 5 minutes ago. And look at that. The sky has opened up. I know it's kind of difficult to see. There you go. The sky's opened up. Fun times. You gotta love Florida weather. So I just want you guys to check out this wall of rain that's coming our way right now. You can see it. Like, the Disney Cruise Line terminal is already in the thick of it. It's coming here in a second. We were just in the what is it, the Cove pool a second ago, and now the rain is coming in hot. We're getting out of here. So are you guys able to see the wall of rain and how the land just disappears back there? Like, we were able to see NASA off in the distance over there. That's completely gone. Florida weather is wild, and that just goes to show that you guys should pack for every possibility when it comes to your embarkation day, because you guys might be outside, you guys might be doing I don't know what. The rain will sneak up on you fast, and if you're in the pool and if your stuff is outside and exposed to the elements, then it could get rained on, and you might only have a matter of seconds to grab your stuff. So just be aware of that. And it looks like you can see the rain on the water. You can see it right over here. It's coming this way. Good Lord. So yeah, not even 2 minutes later after that last clip, the port is gone. The port is gone. Oh my goodness. So it is several hours later, and we are slowly but surely making our way to the very back of the ship for tonight's dinner. As you guys can probably tell, we are still docked here in Port Canaveral, and it is just after 5:30 in the afternoon or early evening right now. That's because tonight is the naming ceremony for the Star of the Seas, where they're actually going to christen the ship with the godmother and the champagne glass and party and everything. So that's why we are still here. We have a bunch of VIPs on board. The CEO of Royal Caribbean is on board right now. It's gonna be a huge deal, and we'll get into more of that after dinner. But for right now, let's head on over to Playmakers and meet up with our friends. Okay, so we made it to Playmakers. Unfortunately, someone is looking a little bit crispy.
That's the lighting.
That's just the lighting?
Yeah.
Okay, either way, you're looking gorgeous, honey. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. This is our first time ever going to Playmakers. Let's see what they have. So for our warm-ups, they have pile-on nachos, poke nachos, chicken tenders, Playmakers fries, pigskin sliders, crispy onion ring tower, buffalo chicken crunch roll, and jalapeno poppers. They also have wings. It comes with either buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, or Jamaican jerk. We have our signature burgers. They have the Playmakers Classic, a truffle burger, which is what I went for. They have a Playmakers Impossible burger and a chicken sandwich. And for desserts, we have the campfire cookie, which we heard was really good, and a touchdown sundae. Okay, so Coda opted for a non-alcoholic specialty drink. This is the blueberry mojito. It's got blueberry puree, lemon juice, simple syrup, and mint. Okay, our appetizer has arrived. We opted for the buffalo chicken crunch rolls. Okay, so our food has arrived. I have the truffle burger. Take a look at how massive this thing is. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Good Lord. It's a massive burger. Coda got a burger as well. You can't really see it. She got a standard burger. Let's go ahead and dig in. It looks good. Can we also talk about the murder weapon that they've given each of us? Like, in the wrong hands, this is bad. Good Lord. All right, guys, dessert has arrived. This is the campfire cookie, a warm chocolate chip cookie baked with melted marshmallow and Nutella, served with milk shooters on the side. This is the milk shooter. It's literally a shot of milk with ice cream. Let's go ahead and give this a try. So this is kind of piggybacking off of what I was talking about yesterday. We're in Playmakers right now. We're all, finishing up with our meals, and you can see the line of people coming in over here. This is the one way in and out of Absolute Zero, which is the ice skating rink. So it's such a weird design why they would put the entrance at the end of Playmakers so that everybody has to walk through. And it's just a constant stream of people. We love Sailor!
Hopefully we'll see him this evening. Sailor, of course.
So they have a live stream going on in the promenade of the naming ceremony that is happening in the Aquadome right now. And we're just popping a squat. We're sitting here crisscross applesauce watching the live stream. We do think that there's going to be a confetti launch once they actually name the ship. That's the Royal Caribbean CEO, by the way. Oh my gosh, look at that. We have free drinks. Holy cow, we have champagne. What's this? Huh? Shirley Ginger. Okay, sure, I'll take one, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, the ceremony is beginning.
The brand new Royal Caribbean fleet, and we could be more than happy to have you all here with us tonight as our honored guests.
Star of the Seas team, we're preparing for launch. What's your status? We've done our thing.
Watching, check. Proposed document. Housekeeping note.
I'm pulling up ready. Cruising, ready.
Oh, Sailor! Bob and Betsy.
We are ready to launch.
Earlier this afternoon, we attended the ceremony that the captain hosted, and the captain awarded the new crew member the 3 stripes that come with being a chief. And of course, I'm referring to the chief dog officer.
Sailor! We love Sailor.
Please do us
we just got done watching the naming ceremony from the Royal Promenade, and that was actually really cool. Like, it almost felt like we were part of something special. I mean, in a way, we kind of were, you know, because it's one thing to watch something like that on a live stream from home, but it's another thing being on the ship and location where it's actually happening. Like, that was happening just a couple of decks above us. And it was just cool to be in that environment with fellow cruisers, like, watching and experiencing something that's kind of like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, there's never going to be another naming ceremony for Star of the Seas. Like, this is it. And we were here for it to partially witness it. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Do I wish that there could have been a much bigger ceremony where a lot more people that were just on the cruise in general could have gotten to watch? Yeah, but I am very pleased and happy that we got a preview of it last night with the rehearsals. That was cool. In other news, we are still here at Port Canaveral. We haven't left yet. We still have a little while to go before we head on out because a lot of the executives and VIPs need to get off the ship before we can actually begin our journey. Thankfully, though, we only have a day at sea tomorrow, so it's not like we're rushing anywhere anytime soon. So in case you guys are curious what Peter and Kitro's room look like, they have an ocean view stateroom at the very nose of the ship, so you can see the slant over here. So they just have one little chair, plenty of room for activities over here, and now we're leaving. No rush. Oh my gosh.
She's like, give me treats.
So we're walking through Central Park kind of as a group, and we were talking about wanting to go to Pearl Cafe for some snacks. And what's awesome is that they have a staircase that goes right from Central Park over to the Royal Promenade. So you can come down here and bam! Look at that, the Pearl's right there.
Perfected their way. The ship design, like ship after ship.
What's that? Why are we squatting? Why are we squatting in the promenade?
That is a small child, not a dog. And take a look at that, 9:45 p.m. The gangway is actively being lowered right now. So all the VIPs are off, and we will be sailing soon. All right, it is 10:05 p.m. and we are departing Port Canaveral finally for our 3-night voyage. What a day. It has been a day.
About 8,000 balloons down here, and I know you're all ready because I see 8,000 cell phones pointed at me right now. My name is Mike, I'm your cruise director on board. We just had a great Millennium Mania party, great show band, and now we're going to make this the pinnacle moment right here. All right, everybody, let's count these down and kick this cruise off the right way. Here we go. 10.
So many balloons! Oh my gosh! Keep me uppy! Like, keep me uppy! Oh my gosh! Now you have to pop them! This is wild! Oh my gosh! What in the world is this?
You know the bees outside, the poo ride, or you gotta catch them with the net.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. It is day 2 of cruise number 2 on board Star of the Seas. I'm having a hard time walking right now because the ship is doing this. Once again, we had another really rough night out on the water with a lot of rocking, a lot of rolling, a very difficult time sleeping, but it's okay. We're heading on over to the schooner bar now because we're getting ready to take part in airline logo trivia. As an av geek, it's something I'm very excited to check out, and it's something I missed out on the last cruise. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. So they basically handed us a piece of paper with a bunch of airline logos, and they just said, have at it. So we filled out everything we knew, and we're only missing 8 and 20 right now. So 8 looks like this. We're thinking it's the old Condor logo, but we're not entirely sure. And then 20, we have not a gosh darn clue because this one's Fiji, or not. Sorry, that's Air New Zealand. That's Air New Zealand.
Wait, but Fiji Airlines. Wait, did you solve it?
I'm trying to. Because I always get Air New Zealand and Fiji confused. That one's, I think, Air New Zealand, 100%.
I swear that's Air New Zealand.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not here alone. My friend and av geek Kidder is here, and then Brian's just here.
I'm no help. I don't know anything.
Emotional support. You named a couple though.
Yeah, I got Southwest.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's mostly me and Kidder. Like, we're the ones who pay attention to planes. We can look at one and be like, that's an A380, that's an Airbus 320. Yeah, I have no idea. It's basically who's the biggest av geek out here. But we got them all, we think, so hopefully this is a winning sheet of paper. If not, then there's bigger nerds out there than we are. Alright, we have 29 out of 32. We got a couple wrong. It wasn't Condor, it's actually Ukraine. And then it was, instead of Fiji Airways, this was Canada Airlines, which was something I'd never heard of. And then this one was not Qantas, it's actually just Australian Airlines. Alright, winner, winner, chicken dinner. 29 out of 31. Not bad at all. We got a couple wrong, but we got a couple of really cool Royal Caribbean pens. Not bad. Very excited. Here's a current look at the Royal Promenade just after 10 a.m. in the morning on a sea day. You can see there's several people in here, but it's definitely not bustling with activity. You, of course, have the trivia that's going on right now in the schooner bar. We just left that. Nothing too much going on, honestly. It's a pretty quiet morning. So something I want to discuss when it comes to the Royal Promenade, I like to say that I have a love-hate relationship with it because, you know, times like this where it's nice and quiet and there's just a little bit of music playing in the background, it's totally fine. You can come out here, you can relax, you can get work done, and you can just vibe and chill and not be overwhelmed. Once it turns afternoon into evening, you can't be in this place at all if you're wanting to find some place quiet to relax because it is so loud. They have a live band going, the music is turned up to max, and there's always something going on. So, like, I love the Royal Promenade when it is nice and quiet. But when there's a bunch of music playing and there's loud stuff going on, it is a nightmare. And it's busy, too, when everything's going on. So, yeah, again, love-hate relationship. Good morning, baby.
Hi.
How did you sleep?
Okay. The times that I was asleep, I was out. but then I would wake up and be like, whoa, we're
Yeah.
rocking.
We were rocking and rolling last night. I think the best sleep I got was between 7:30 and 8:30 after I got up and went to the bathroom in the morning. Like, I got back in bed, I was out, and I did not want to get up at 8:30. So let me ask you, how does it feel to have a husband who's a big nerd?
I would have won animal trivia, so.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner on airline trivia. I'm the kind of guy who edits a YouTube video and has the LAX live stream on.
Yeah.
So I watch planes go in and out all the time. I got a couple wrong, but, you know, it was still a lot of fun. So right now what we're doing is we're chilling in the room for just a little bit, and we're getting ready to go to brunch, which is going to be in about 45 minutes or so. It's at 12:15, and it's currently 11:30 right now.
Look at the menu.
Yeah, there you go.
Do they have lava cake with brunch?
Yeah, it's not Palo. It's also at Pier 7, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot. You just sent everything onto the floor.
We like the lava cake.
So yeah, after airline trivia, we just went to the casino for a little bit, and we made a few donations, and now we're back here. Also, I want to say that the movement of the ship has improved a lot. Now that we're kind of entering Bohemian waters, the movement is not nearly as bad as what it was last night. So that's really good. So if we do decide to take a nap today, it'll be actually really nice. And hopefully tonight we'll get some solid sleep. So going back to the casino, a lot of people that are on this cruise got casino offers on the last cruise to get this cruise for free, to basically stay on. You know, if you had, I think, 400 casino points, they were offering free cruises. And Coda and I were like, okay, if we can somehow get 400 points in the casino and get the next 4-night for free, we'll stay on board.
That'd be dope.
That would be really dope. So that's what we're going to do now is, well, not really right now, but that's what we're going to try and do between today and tomorrow, is we're going to try and get 400 points. I put in $40 on a machine today, and I ended up with 50 points because I was on the machine for like almost an hour. So yeah, it's a really weird thing to explain, but if we can somehow manage to make it work, and we can manage to get a 4-night cruise on the Star up next for like under $500-600, then heck yeah, I'll take it. So in case you guys are looking for ducks and you want to know what's a very common hiding spot for them, right over here. This is on deck 8, and this is up in the sculpture, and you can see there's another one right down here too. Alright, now it is time for brunch. We're making our way over into the Surfside neighborhood of Star of the Seas and heading back into Pier 7. Alright, we are back inside Pier 7. The squad is all here having brunch this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So if you guys remember our embarkation day on the first cruise, the menu looks kind of similar, at least for the board bites. There's nothing really brunch specific over here. Down here for the entrees is where we can actually get into the brunch stuff. We have a sunrise benedict, eggs your way, a buttermilk pancake board, and then we have grilled cheese, crispy chicken tenders, and everything else that we had on the first night menu. And then for our desserts, we have caramel waffles, warm toffee chocolate cake, and a banana split. It's important to note that for the brunch, you only get 2 items if you prepaid, as opposed to 3 for dinner. So here's the thing about Pier 7. The food is solid, just based off the first night. The food is solid. Unfortunately, the restaurant is small, and they only have 2 chefs in the kitchen. When we got in, we sat down at like closer to 12:20. Our reservation was at 12:15, but we sat down closer to 12:20, 12:30-ish. It's going on 1:25 right now, and we haven't gotten any food yet. That's a little bit of a problem, but I also sympathize with them because when we walked in, a bunch of other people came in as well. So like half the restaurant was empty when we walked in, and now it is completely full. So you take the number of people times however much they're ordering and divide that by the number of chefs that are in the kitchen. I sympathize with them. I'm not complaining by any means. It's just something that I'm wanting you guys to be aware of in case you're wanting to prioritize Pier 7 on your next Star of the Sea sailing, that you could be waiting a while. Okay, the first round of food has arrived. I opted to get the steak quesadillas again like I did the very first night. They were really good. And Coda, once again, opted for the shrimp tostadas. The next round for us is going to be our brunch. Alright, brunch has arrived. I opted for the salmon eggs benedict with tater tots. What else is new? And then over here, I got like a pancake sampler. I can't remember exactly what it was called. Like a pancake medley, I think it was. And it's got a bunch of pancakes, it's got bacon, sausage, it's got chocolate syrup, and maple syrup. Okay, just got done with brunch at Pier 7. I didn't finish my food, but it was all really, really good. The pancakes were solid. They tasted exactly like the pancakes I would make at home. And that's not a bad thing. Like, they even have some of the crispy edges around it too when you put the butter on the pan. Really solid stuff. They were nice and fluffy, they were fresh, and the syrup was good. Everything was awesome. The sausage links were actually really good as well because it tasted like they were made on like a charcoal grill. Like they had that distinct flavor to it that you can tell it was like cooked on a proper grill. You could see the grill marks on it too on the lines. Then the salmon eggs Benedict. A little bit of a hot take. These salmon eggs Benedict are better than what they have at Palo. Just my opinion. I really liked the guacamole that they added to it. Like, don't get me wrong, the ones at Palo are good. I think these are just slightly better. All in all, fantastic time. I wish I didn't have to wait 2 hours for the food, but it was really good. Highly recommend it. Okay, so update, it is now 2:45 and the last item has finally come. It's the desserts.
Yum.
That banana split actually looks really good,
There's
not gonna lie.
There's a brownie under here. An actual secret. Yes. No one told me.
And again, our reservation was for 12:15. So yeah, coming up on almost 3 hours that we've been in here. It's cleared out. Like they're getting ready for dinner service now, which probably starts in like an hour or 30 minutes or something. But it's just funny. But this is the same thing that we got on the very first night, and it is really good. So go ahead and enjoy it, babe.
I'm not tall enough. We have to be 42 feet tall to go on.
Oh gosh. That's definitely 42 feet, yeah. So the girls want to ride the carousel over here in Surfside. They're going to go ahead and do that now. Get ready to go 88 miles an hour. It's the most thrilling ride on all of Star of the Seas. Meanwhile, it's just the two husbands on the side watching. I know, we might puke on this. It's going so fast. So I'm not even kidding you. Going on 3 hours later, we are finally back in the room. Well, I'm finally back in the room. Coda's not here yet, but that was an insane experience. So like, it was just funny. It was more funny than anything. Like, we weren't even mad that it was taking so long and that we were in there for almost 3 hours. We just started like laughing at that point. Like, it was just funny, and you know, it would have been one thing if it was just me and Coda sitting in there for 3 hours, but we were with friends and we were having a good time, so we just ended up having a good laugh about it. So I made it back into the room, and there is a talent animal. I just have no idea what this talent animal is. Do you guys know what the heck I'm looking at? Because I certainly don't. Like, it's got the ears of an elephant, but it doesn't have like a trunk, it's like a nose. So I don't know what this is. You guys let me know. What do you think this is? Also, thank God the water situation has improved significantly. My watch is going crazy right now. But I don't know if you can see, but I think that is Freeport over there. There's an island right there. So we are officially in Bohemian waters, and we are now kind of protected from the winds of the hurricane that is now heading up north along the east coast of the U.S. But that was rough. Those seas were rough, and thankfully we are nice and smooth now. So Brian's about to ask a bunch of kids if they can leave if he gives them $20. Because they want that pod for a live stream.
Yeah.
So for the last few hours or so, we've just been chilling out here in the Overlook, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite spots. Hey, Chris. Like, look at this. This place is so nice. You have the Aqua Theater that's way over there. You can see the entrance. And we're in one of these little elevated pods. Hey, Brian and Carrie.
Nice.
It's a really nice space. You know, you have a nice lounge chairs, and there's even outlets under here, too.
Yes, yeah.
There's outlets in USB-A's and USB-C's. And, like, the little areas downstairs, they blow AC on your legs. I don't think it does it up here.
I feel like it's not working.
Yeah, I just don't think it's working.
Yeah.
But it's still a really nice space to hang out. You know, Coda's over here doing her old lady activities, and I was editing a video. It was really cool, and you have a nice view of the outside as well. We actually sailed through a rainstorm earlier, and it was really cool to see. And in case you guys are curious where we were sitting, here is the actual Aquadome where they perform the Torque show. If you just come out to the side over here, we have our Overlook pods. There's two of them. There's one over there and one over there. Okay, so we made it back to the room, and what are you saying this is?
A bunny.
A bunny? I don't even know what to begin to call this.
Rabbits have bigger ears than bunnies do.
What is the difference between a rabbit and a bunny?
Buns are bun shaped.
Is that what you're going with? Local zoo expert says buns are bun shaped.
Think about it.
I mean, I understand your logic, but
a wabbit.
A wabbit, yeah, there you go. That's what we're going with.
Like the Flemish rabbits have the huge ears.
Yeah, it's a wabbit. There you go. Okay, we are back in the main dining room. We are joined by everybody, even Peter and Kitra, Ordinary Adventures. Everyone else is here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. All right, let's go ahead and look at the highlights. Crispy jumbo coconut shrimp, jerk seasoned pork chop, and pineapple sunshine cake. For starters, we have a green lentil soup, Asian style pork bao tacos, French onion soup, Caesar salad, tofu and avocado salad, and a crispy coconut shrimp. For our main courses, garlic herb butter tiger shrimp, Caribbean style chicken, jerk seasoned pork chop, New York strip steak. We have a pesto tagliatelle. We have a stuffed grilled eggplant, grilled chicken breast, and a rustic chicken korma. We of course have the same premium selections we have every night. And for desserts, we have a pineapple sunshine cake, a carrot cake, a royal chocolate cake, ice cream, warm blueberry cobbler, chocolate brownie, and a cheese plate. Okay, so appetizers have arrived. I opted for 2 orders of coconut shrimp, and Coda opted for coconut shrimp and the bao bun? What was it, pork or chicken or? You don't remember? It's a bao bun, either way. Let's dig in. All right, entrees have arrived. I opted for just a Caesar salad, which it's technically an appetizer, so it comes in an appetizer portion. But Coda opted for the tiger shrimp, and it actually looks pretty good. All right, desserts have arrived. This is the vegan brownie. It looks interesting. Kidder is trying some carrot cake from the main dining room.
I can't waste my calories on this if it's not good.
Let's see.
It looks like he might be in pain or...
He's having his ratatouille moment.
Yeah, or ratatouille. Is it good?
Oh no.
This could be a fake out.
I want it to be like so good.
Okay, out of 10.
I feel like it's like a 6.5.
Oh no, it's mid.
There's something wrong with the.
It's all about the frosting.
It's not sweet enough. Yeah, that frosting we had at Pearl and Park Cafe, like that was like scooped out of a jar of frosting. It's not sweet enough. It's not thick enough and it's not sweet enough. The cake itself is delicious. Like that. I'm fine with raisins.
I think it looks good.
The cake, actually a great flavored cake, but yeah.
Oh no. You heard it here first. The expert has spoken.
You need to go to the Pearl Cafe or Park Cafe. They're going to be in a little small, like, bite-sized looking form, and that's where you should get your carrot cake on Royal Caribbean.
There you go. All right, we have made it back inside the Royal Theater for Back to the Future the Musical, Round 2. We, of course, had to watch it a second time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from our final day on board Star of the Seas, and hello to Icon of the Seas. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again at Perfect Day at CocoCay, and today we are docked next to the second largest cruise ship in the world. I mean, I guess it's still the world's largest cruise ship because we're sisters, but we are docked next to Icon of the Seas, the first ship in the Icon class and the sister to the current Star of the Seas that we are on right now. This is the first paid sailing where Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas are both docked at Perfect Day, and we're getting off today to see just how crowded and just how busy the island is. Good morning, how are you? So I'm expecting to see crowds upon crowds upon crowds. I want to show you guys what it's like. So that way, in case for whatever reason you guys happen to be on a Star of the Sea sailing or Icon sailing and both sister ships are in at the same time, you know what to expect. But either way, guys, we're still going to have fun. We're going to get off, get some exercise in, and explore the island. So let's go. Inside the Royal Promenade this morning, you can see they are doing preparations and practice for the parade that they're going to be doing later on. Not necessarily on this sailing, but I'm just saying like on future sailings, they are still in the process. Oh, look at you! It's Bob. He's got a name tag. Look at him. Look at him go. You go, Bob. Anyways, as part of future sailings and future entertainment offerings, they are going to be doing like a parade of sorts, very similar to what we saw on Allure of the Seas. And it's going to be called Ocean Odyssey. I don't know if you guys can see that. And take a look at that, guys. We found Sailor. She's having her playtime. How cute. Oh my goodness.
This might be us. This might be us.
Imbarcation controllers and raft commanders report your station. Imbarcation controllers and raft commanders report your station.
Of course. Let's go. She's a crew member too. She's gonna get you guys on the lifeboat.
Aw, she has to do her musters.
But she'd get everybody on the lifeboat. They'd follow the dog. They'd be like, oh. That lifeboat would be overflow.
Does she stay with you full time?
I stay with her full time.
Hey, baby.
She's got the nice guy. She's got the nice guy. She's the boss here.
Aw, well, this would have had that torn apart by now.
Hi.
What a cutie.
Okay, bye, Sailor. I don't think there's a better way to start your day on Star of the Seas or any cruise in general than with playing with a golden retriever. How cute is that? And we also got confirmation that Rover and Sailor are going to be having a play date on Perfect Day today, which is going to be incredible to see. Not that necessarily we're going to see it, but if we do happen to stumble upon it, that's awesome. And I love that they would do that for both dogs. Like whenever Star and Icon are in port together, they'll just let the dogs have a play date. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Perfect Day at CocoCay. This time with two of the world's largest cruise ships. Oh my God. And check this out, guys. The two largest cruise ships in the world, Star of the Seas and Icon of the Seas. What a view, holy moly. It is insane how massive these ships are. So here's a look at the main entrance to Perfect Day at CocoCay, or Key, whichever one you prefer. And as you can see, it's not too busy right now, but looking back over there, you can see a bunch of people floating off of both cruise ships. So just give it some time, it'll get a lot busier. I tell you guys what, this is definitely quite a view, and something that's really interesting is that the cruise after this one on Star of the Seas, it is gonna be docked here at Perfect Day with Grandeur of the Seas. So we're gonna have the largest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet versus the smallest and oldest ship in Royal Caribbean's fleet. That is going to be really cool. I really wish we could stay for that one. Here's a look at just one of the lagoons over here on Perfect Day at just after 11 a.m. in the morning. You can see there's definitely quite a few people in the water. Not going to get too much privacy there, but I am seeing quite a few chairs open. I don't know if it's just because the owners of those chairs are in the water or what, but still interesting to see. Let's carry on. Now, I have no idea how I've never noticed this little platform here before, but here's the bridge to get across from the entrance to Perfect Day and to the rest of the island. But look, there's a platform over here, and look at the perfect view that you get. Now, granted, the view is not too much different from what you get on the bridge, but there's no one over here perfect, absolutely perfect for your Instagram photos. Now you can see over here, there's plenty of room for activities, plenty of beach chairs available, plenty of space to lounge out and get a nice view of the ships over here. The only problem is that there's no beach access. So 9 times out of 10, it doesn't matter what size cruise ship you have over here, there's probably not going to be anybody over here really. Now, over the course of the last couple of times that we were here at Perfect Day, a couple of you guys have asked us, can you actually get married on Perfect Day? And the answer is yes. There is a wedding gazebo here on Perfect Day. And right behind me over here, there's like a little space for a reception or like a little party area. So, in case that's something you're into, you can get married with a view of Star of the Seas or whatever Royal Caribbean ship you're on. Ooh-wee! And take a look at that, guys. The people are out. Holy moly, this lagoon jam-packed full of people, and you can see it keeps going on down that way with several other lagoons being packed and hardly any available chairs. Oh my gosh. Now granted, this isn't nearly as full as I thought it would be. Like, I expected a couple more people, a little less space, but again, it's like, what, 11:30 in the morning right now? So there's still plenty of time for people to get off the ship and to invade the waters.
Oh, we're at Wacky SeaWorld. Wherever Captain Jack's, okay.
The current time is 11:45 here on Perfect Day, and we're walking into one of the free food locations here on the island. There's still plenty of space to spread out. It's not too crowded yet, I can imagine, as the afternoon progresses, and as we get closer to 12:30, 1 o'clock, it'll be more busy. But the last time we were here on Jewel of the Seas, I pointed out how they only had one side of the buffet open because, you know, the capacity of the island wasn't necessarily at its max. And now you can see both sides are open, offering the same things on both sides to help spread people out, which is really good to see. Whew, I tell you what, guys, despite the really nice breeze that is out right now, it is still so hot here on Perfect Day. Holy moly. So we decided to take a quick break. We got ourselves some ice water over here, and we opted to stop and get some tacos because neither of us had breakfast this morning. We woke up a little bit later than normal, so we didn't really have time for breakfast. We wanted to get off and explore the island before it got too hot and then head back on board the ship. But let me show you guys what I got. So as you guys can see, I just got one taco, but I definitely loaded it up. So I got a fork. A little bit of pork, a little bit of steak, a little bit of rice, cheese, guac, and sour cream. Okay, so a couple things. Number one, we've made it to the next beach that's over here on the opposite side of the lagoons that were over there. You can see just how crowded it is. They have a bunch of jet skis over there, which is really cool. But something that I want to point out is that they have photographers out here taking pictures of guests in the water. And this guy was like knee deep in the water wanting to take pictures of guests, which is insane. As you can see, it's not super busy over here on this side. We only have a small section of free chairs over here. And then the rest are all just day beds. And then you have a couple more free chairs on that side. And then you have the overwater cabanas, which costs more than the darn cruise itself, which is crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and continue on this way and show you guys what it's like. I think it's called South Beach. We're gonna head on down that way. Also, something that I want to bring up and touch on, because it's something that we see a lot on cruises, unfortunately, is the disrespect to crew members. These guys are not your servants. Please treat them with common respect and human decency, and they will treat you like royalty. I promise you. A simple hi, hello, how are you, little conversation, they will treat you like gold, and they will be the nicest people in the world. But I see people that are treating them like they're their servants or something, and the way they talk to them, it's just, oh my god, it is the biggest red flag, honestly. Like, if we see someone disrespecting a crew member for no reason whatsoever, then we want nothing to do with those people. So yeah, just be a little kind. A little bit of kindness goes a long way, and the crew will treat you like royalty, I promise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have all been waiting for. What does the Oasis Lagoon look like with the two largest cruise ships in port? And oh my god. Holy people soup, Batman. Wow. Never have I seen it so busy. Look at the swim up bar over here.
At least you can see their feet. It's not cloudy.
I know, at least you can see their feet, but it is getting quite cloudy. Oh my germs. Look at the photographer in the water. Do you see him?
Yeah.
I love that. They send their photographers in the water to take photos of people. That is so cute. Here's a look at the opposite side as well. Not as busy because, you know, the bar isn't over here, but still, plenty of people. Holy moly. So, I have a really important question for you guys. Does this look like a vibe to you or not? Are you willing to get into this water and swim around while it is this crowded? Let me know, because for us, this is a no-go. In other news, I'm very shocked to see that the helium balloon is actually going up in the air today. I honestly thought with a little bit of wind that we had that it wouldn't, but hey, it's going. It's swaying, but it's going. Okay, we have made it to South Beach. You can see we have the snack shack over here. Plenty of folks are out and about eating and drinking. Still several tables open, which is really good. Let's head on over to the beach and see what the water's looking like. So we have made it down to the water line, and as you can see, there are plenty of chairs. However, just about every single one has stuff on it, so nothing is technically open, even though you're not seeing bodies on the chairs. But I want to show you guys the water line. Holy moly. And check out the stand-up bar over there, or the swim-up bar. That's what it is. Good Lord. There is not much room on that floating bar over there. Holy moly. You can see as you get farther on down this way, there is more and more room to spread out, which is par for the course for South Beach. Typically, whenever we come here, we go to that far end over there to those free seats. But yeah, this over here is nuts. It's pretty crowded, and the seat situation, forget about it. You're not gonna find a free seat unless you like circle around for a while. So again, just bear that in mind if you are wanting to come to CocoCay and you happen to find out that you're in with another icon class. If you are on Star, it's gonna be busy. I tell you guys what though, I wish more beaches and islands would do this. The little tables with umbrellas out on the water. I wish more people would do that, because I would spend a lot more time out in the water if I was in the shade area over there. It looks so nice. We have made it back to the entrance of Perfect Day at CocoCay, and just again, take a look at this fantastic view of the two largest cruise ships in the world. Absolutely insane, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that, but somebody's got a drone. Hello. Getting a nice drone shot of the two ships. There are several content creators on board this cruise, so it wouldn't surprise me if someone got a drone out here. Okay, so as we make our way back on board Star of the Seas, overall thoughts on CocoCay with the two world's largest cruise ships in port. What are your thoughts?
It's busy. Very busy. If you're here for the party vibes though, this is it. This is it for you. I'm glad the pool wasn't super cloudy. Like, you could tell it was starting to get a little funky. But the filtration system's putting in the work. So it's not that bad. I'm sure it's nice and cool. I'm not getting in it. I'm sure there's still spots you can find to just vibe and be a little more quiet, but if you're a party person, this is it.
It's definitely not as busy as I expected it to be. Like, there was there was still some room to spread out, and that's what I kind of like about Coco, is that despite the two world's largest cruise ships being here, like, there's still plenty of places to go. Now, are you gonna have a difficult time finding a seat if you get off like anytime after the first round of people? Yes, you're gonna have a hard time. So if you're wanting to spend the day,
that's normal with medium ships too.
Yeah, so I would just always recommend getting off as early as possible if spending the day at the beach is your primary focus. And one more time, guys, before we head on inside, take a look at that. Icon of the Seas on one side, Star of the Seas on the other. Incredible. And again, we love to see it, the crew of both ships getting off and meeting each other in between and just taking photos with each other and just dabbing each other up and just having a good time catching up with each other. Like, it's so great to see. It's really wholesome, honestly. It's one of our favorite parts of coming to these private islands, especially if there's multiple ships in, because you just see the interaction between the crew and longtime friends seeing each other again. All right, final towel animal of the cruise. What's it gonna be?
I'm going with turtle.
I'm gonna say bear. Let's see who is correct.
Please, towel animal gods. Oh no, he's
It's a duck or bird or something. What in the world? Our room is a mess. Yeah, it's finally time to get off. We have our debarkation information, our tip sheet, and what in the world?
I love him.
It's a little tiny Tweety bird. Okay, so we have made it inside Spotlight Karaoke, and we're doing something a little different. They're doing like an astronaut training activity. So we have no idea what it is. We know it's like a team exercise type thing where you have to complete a bunch of tests as a team. So we'll go ahead and check it out and see what we think.
Survey the area to reverse material. So as you see around the room, you have 3 beautiful clues. Do not touch the clue. Do not remove the clue from the place. Yes, you can make a picture. You can go nearby the clue, but please no touchy. No remove the clue from the place. Analyze the information and put together all the pieces. Solve the puzzle. The puzzle can be complete in any order and simultaneously, so don't be afraid to divide and conquer.
If we lose to them, it's going to be really sad.
We don't have, because we're ripping it. You just pull it out.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that's our answer sheet.
Oh, that one is?
Okay, so we finished the astronaut thing, and it was basically like an escape room, but not in an escape room. It involved us having to solve different puzzles and go around the room and look at different things. And we came in second place, but we're calling it first place because we had all of us here working on it collectively.
I didn't know it was a race. I didn't know it was a space race. I thought we were all going to become astronauts. So.
No, it was a race to the death, because if we didn't finish, then we died.
I never saw that in the rules.
Ejected out into the vacuum of space.
First to finish becomes astronauts and the rest don't.
But either way, the team that won doesn't count because they had a crew member on their team. So we are the real astronauts because we used our noggins and we didn't have any outside help. Either way, it was fun. Would you do that again? If you're a fan of escape rooms, I think you would like this, right? It's really challenging.
Yeah, that was very fun. I like it.
Because
You need
I
a
think
group.
when we've done it just the 2 of us, we haven't finished, but we finished ahead of time this time.
Yeah, we finished with like, what, 3 or 4 minutes left?
Yeah.
So yeah, honestly, not bad. If you're a fan of escape rooms, then you'll enjoy this. Okay, so we're getting ready to watch a test run of Torqued. So for this show, we had mentioned on the first cruise that they have a ball of death over here, or wheel of death, whatever you want to refer to it as, where they ride motorcycles around and around and around and around and around, and they didn't include it in the show the very first night. So we went and asked the tech guys if the ball was going to be used tonight, and they said that they were about to find out because they're going to be testing it soon. You can see some of the riders over there, they're in their protective gear, so we think that they're going to be rolling the ball out. So yeah, you can see them wheeling the ball out into the center of the stage, and they're going to assemble it and then send all the bikes in. So they added a second bike, and it looks like they're having a problem with that second bike. They can't get it to go or do what it needs to do. It almost looked like he fell off at first. It looked like he slipped or something. But either way, these bikes must be electric because they're not making any noise at all. But that is still crazy. Even with one biker in there, it's insane how they're able to do what they're doing. Wow. And with that, we are sailing away from Perfect Day at CocoCay and saying goodbye to our sister ship, Icon of the Seas. Take a look at that. You can see the crew members down there with the bye sign. Let me see. Focus. Focus, please. There you go. You can see them saying bye down there. You can see right into the bridge too. That is so cool. Again, everyone's saying bye to each other. That is wild. Coda's just wanting to see Rover. So we made it to the Schooner Bar, and we're getting a couple of pre-dinner drinks. Babe, what did you get? Do you remember?
It's called the All Aboard Spritz. It's got cranberry, lime. I'm gonna go passion fruit and club soda.
Okay.
Let's see, the menu's right here. Let's see how well I remember. Lime, cranberry, desert pear, and club soda.
Either way, it looks really good. Take a look at that. And that's a non-alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
Non-alcoholic, and I opted for my classic pina colada. It is the last night of the cruise. Final pina colada. So sad. But it's fine. We're chilling. We're getting ready to have dinner. We're just waiting for the rest of the gang to show up. So check this out, guys. As we were sitting there at the Schooner Bar, we looked out across at Pearl Cafe, and we are actively racing Icon of the Seas right now. What the heck? Look at that. That is an incredible shot. Holy moly. Perfect side profiling too. That is so cool. And what's funny is we left before them, so they caught up to us. Wow. Okay, so tonight's dinner is back at Giovanni's, but kind of different. We're at the wine bar over here at Giovanni's. So we're right up against the railing, the Pearl's right here, and we're kind of in the middle of the walkway. You can see we are here with everybody once again. We got the whole gang here for the final night. It's our final dinner together.
It went so fast.
This cruise went by way too fast.
Literally too fast.
So literally everyone else is staying on board Star of the Seas, but we had to leave, unfortunately, because we didn't think about it. But it's okay. We will be back on another cruise together soon, all of us, because this was a fantastic experience. So here's a look at the menu for the wine bar at Giovanni's. You can see it's a bit smaller than what you have on the normal menu. It's kind of like the highlights. So you, of course, have the meat and cheese platter. For your antipasties, you have mixed olives with bread. You have house salad, fried lasagna, Italian stromboli, calamari and polenta, meatballs, and a truffle and pancetta arancini. You still have your pizzas. You have your Giovanni's pizza, margarita, meat lovers, and Mama Italia. And for your desserts, only two options, your Go Bananas, which is my favorite, and Mama's Tiramisu. All right, the appetizers have arrived. We opted to try the truffle arancini. Okay, does anyone know what's happening right now?
No.
We're just being brought food. Like, we didn't order this. We didn't order the margarita pizza. We didn't order the meatball. He's just bringing it.
It's fine, just eat it.
Yeah, he said it's Star of the Seas. Just have it.
That was
Dude.
Star of the Seas, okay.
That's the quote of the trip. It's Star of the
Oh my God. So, yeah. I know. We're just feasting. What the heck? Not complaining, but hey. Okay, so I can't remember if I showed you guys the pizza, but we got a meat lovers pizza. It's already gone. Dessert has arrived, which is the banana stromboli, which is really good. But here's the thing. Our waiter didn't write anything down that we ordered, and we think that he might have forgotten the rest of the food because he came and asked Coda and I if we got everything or if we need anything else. And we thought he was talking about us, and we said, no, we were good.
Gestures.
Yeah, we gestured to us, but like, we don't know if they forgot. Because what are you guys still missing?
I think two meat lovers, one arancini, and one fried lasagna.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's like half of what you guys ordered. Oh no.
Yeah, all of what I ordered.
Oh my God.
It's like arancini and some pizza.
Yikes. But like, we got a bunch of free stuff, so I don't know.
It's still shorter than Pier 7 at this point, so that's okay.
That is true. Very true.
I don't know, time's running out.
Okay, we just got done eating at Giovanni's at the wine bar, and again, something to note is that the wine bar, you can just show up. There's no like, did it get dark?
It got dark.
It got really dark. Okay, I'm not crazy. So the wine bar, like these are the seats that are up along the railing over here that's kind of in the middle of the walkway. It's first come, first serve. You show up, you sit down, and then they will help you. This meal took about 2 hours to complete to get all the food. And, you know, it was a mix of different things going on. The restaurant was really busy, and our waiter was one of the bartenders over there at the bar. Our meal ended up getting comped because the service took so long, the food took so long to come out, and the server felt really bad. So our meal was completely comped, which was fantastic. Huge shout out to our server. He was fantastic. He was very understanding through the whole thing. He was very apologetic. He tried to make it work, and we still overall had a great time. But the food, still fantastic. The meat lovers pizza was incredible. And I have something to say that's, again, gonna ruffle some feathers. I've been doing that recently. the arancini that we had. It was truffle arancini. Now you guys know how much I love my black truffle pasta on Disney Cruise Line. That arancini is better than the black truffle pasta on Disney Cruise Line. It was that good. I highly recommend you guys try it. If you guys are big fans of the black truffle pasta on Disney, come to Giovanni's at the wine bar specifically, because the arancini is not on the regular menu, right? No. So yeah, the arancini is only available at the wine bar menu. Try it, and you guys can let me know, because I really do think that is better than what they have on Disney. All in all, fantastic meal. 10 out of 10, no notes. Hey guys, editing Adrian here. I just want to make it crystal clear that nobody in our group once complained to the server about how long it was taking for the food to come out. The server just acknowledged how long it was taking on his own and just kept bringing us food, and at the end, he just comped everything. We didn't complain once, so please don't get things twisted. We did not ask for a comp meal, we did not request it, we didn't complain to anybody. It just happened out of the kindness of that server's heart. And again, he just kept saying, it's Star of the Seas, just go for it, enjoy. We weren't gonna complain, and I just wanna let it be known that we did end up tipping him well, because he did not have to do that. So huge shout out to him. So I just want you guys to take a second and listen to the ambiance for a second. That is a real harpist playing, and she's right over here. In Luz, this is like a jazz bar or something, and this wall comes up completely to expose the inside. So there is a harpist in there playing, and you can hear it throughout all of Central Park. This is one of the reasons why Central Park is one of my favorite neighborhoods on Oasis and now Star or Icon class, because the ambiance is just so nice, especially here in the evenings. There's a really nice breeze. You can see the trees ruffling. Like, it is just chill and relaxed. I love it so, so much. All right, so the last night of the cruise, we're of course having a vlogger golf competition.
I already know I'm gonna lose.
Ordinary Adventures versus Theme Park Express versus Views and Cues, and then Kidder's keeping score.
Is it raining down?
Yeah, we don't trust Kidder.
Well, Kidder's gonna provide a prize, so that's good.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
What's the prize again?
$10.
$10 paid by Kidder?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this has evolved into a team-based golf match of Florida versus California.
Obviously, Florida's better.
Absolutely, Florida's 100% better. We have Florida Man on our side.
I can't do math.
Oh yeah.
There you go, that's the stuff.
California versus again Florida.
You're making us look bad, man!
What do you got, 9 now?
I think that's like 2, right?
Too many.
Alright, you guys ever see the movie Happy Gilmore?
I told you not to let me play.
It's a team effort.
Oh my gosh.
You do not see anything. You do not see anything. Look at where that ball is.
No, straight into the hole.
No, the fun way.
Directly into the hole. Nice and easy. You got this.
That's pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
Who's winning now, Pier? Who's winning now?
I did that. 2.
Three. Okay, not bad, not bad. Good job.
Oh my god.
Go! What did you go? No.
This is so much harder than I thought.
Brian.
While we're still young.
Alright, you got it.
This is our star player.
Here we go.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. Oh no. That's a pin. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
I was done.
Good job. Good job. All right. No pressure, babe. That works.
There are no mulligans. No mulligans.
Oh, wait.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
babe, no.
I shouldn't have been put on a team.
Actually get it in a hole. There's no pen.
Uh-oh.
Babe.
Next one.
Okay, there you go. Oh.
Oh my god, first try.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. We got this.
Oh my, Peter.
Yep.
Don't be willy-nilly about it.
Kidders tactic did not work. I just have to do better than 10, right?
Yeah.
Where'd this 10 come from?
The guys at 10.
Yeah, you touched it. Wait.
What?
What happened?
Oh, you have to like.
Ah, there it is.
There it goes. Oh my god.
Hey, at least it's going down.
I think that's 10.
That was 7.
Oh my.
It's okay.
I mean, you got that.
Great job.
You're talking a little too soon there.
This important hitter, the only one.
I'm trying to cheer on.
The only one.
You're doing great, sweetie.
The last one?
Okay, so if we can
Okay,
maintain that for the last hole.
No, Brian.
We win.
East Coast
Hitter.
You want to do this one?
Okay.
All right, Adrian, I think you're our closer.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, there you go.
No pressure.
The power is in your hand.
Oh dear Jesus. Okay. Thank you.
So much pressure.
Up the surfboard.
Okay, wait, so are you playing this?
I guess.
Adrian is fighting for the other team.
Okay, both of us.
Okay, gentlemen's agreement to do not shaking hands.
They're arguing about which path they should take. The straight shot or the surfboard.
Adrian, you should do that surfboard.
Okay, first shot is going to be surfboard for both of us.
What? I didn't. We don't agree to that.
He did. He shook on it.
Wait, we're ahead by 2. If you make this, we win. Literally, if you make this, we win. We're ahead by 2 right now. Okay.
Yay!
Florida wins. Florida gets $10.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way for us to win.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. Well, we still won by 1 point.
We still won by 1 point, but that was good.
I will take the pride of the whole. How many?
Are
We got 2
how many
hole
Coda
in
got
one.
that one hole?
Did we
We didn't count how many you got that one.
We did. We agreed.
Adrian,
on 5.
wait. Adrian was the
Let
one
me
that
see
said
how
we
many
had 7.
Coda got that.
We only have like 6 cameras. We can check the footage.
So many cameras.
We're gonna have to check the replay. And check the
Yeah,
math.
everyone check your footage and compare.
Yeah, we tied.
We won.
Because it was a 6, not a 7.
I think Coda got at least 8.
Bronze medal, 3rd place.
Oh.
Big round of applause for team number 1, California. 81 points. 81 points. Silver goes to team number 2 with 30 points. With 25 points.
Wow!
Yeah.
You must have had no mistakes.
What state are you from?
Oregon, number 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Made it back to the room. We have one last snack for the road before we head on to bed, but I want to show you guys our little souvenir for tonight. Take a look at that. On the very last cruise, we had one that said first sailing, and now we have a certificate that says naming sailing. That's so cool. We got the same little thing over here, and I think there's a picture inside. Maybe? Yep. Star of the Seas. Same picture as before on the inside as well. So that's really cool. We have 2 different certificates. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic cruise is in the books. Star of the Seas is hands down the greatest cruise ship ever, and I do not think that that is up for debate. We had such an incredible time on board, and I truly believe that hanging out with our friends the whole time made the experience that much better. We're already looking for our next opportunity to hop back on board Star of the Seas, and we're looking forward to trying out the all-new Legend of the Seas coming in 2026. Of course, our full breakdown and review of our Star of the Seas cruise is going to be coming in a separate video, but I want to thank you all so much for watching this video in its entirety. If you guys made it to the very end of this extra long video, then please let us know by leaving the word complete down in the comment section below and let me know that you guys are the real MVPs. Of course, if you enjoyed any part of today's video, please help us out by leaving a like, and if you want to see more content like this in the future, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel for absolutely free. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and we would love to have you guys be a part of this journey. We hope you are all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you guys in the next video.